thing that happened after you left is just some quick combat just related things. They ended exactly when the combat ended.
Did Wolfie actually talk? No, I was kidding.
Not
Damn,
much.
no chill today, Shadow.
You love Wolfie. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Welcome in Royals.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, clearly you should have woken up on Frost's side of the bed. He's always positive.
I wouldn't say that.
He's positive.
Are you saying that Shadow's a pause?
Shadow is a maw, not a paw.
Maw,
He's part of Maw Gang.
When they
Oh,
say
no,
Maws a
tells
pause,
are
they mean
alright.
that you're only allowed to have one.
Do
You
they?
must choose.
And then you have the Beholders, who they're just like, eyes.
I don't know. I feel like tails don't get appreciated enough. That's just my opinion.
I love tails. There's sometimes when I'm at like a furry convention and I see somebody's tail and it's just like prime. I'm just like, hell yeah, that's a good tail. That sounds more lewd than it should. No, I'm literally just in love with the design.
Or just like waiting for that sentence to play out.
All right, what's going on? We're getting ready for D&D.
Smeedy can do a recap.
Hit him with a recap.
He hasn't done a recap yet.
Like, hi, I'm Schmeedy Eater, and here's your daily recap. Last week on D&D.
Go for it.
Here's your lowdown on last week's game.
Last week.
Last week
we
In
played
a
D&D.
world.
The end.
We're never gonna get anything done. Okay, go.
Okay.
That was actually a serious thing, Smeedy.
Oh yeah, no. Anyways, last time I was introduced into the game. The players, everyone except for Iris, came to a humble little abode where I was stationed out. They met up with me because Iris had requested them to meet up so I could potentially make rings to fool the humans so we could get into their major city so that they could investigate the bioweapon or whatever's developing there. After that, we met up with the king, basically discussed the plans, and eventually came to a conclusion that we would try and take a human settlement or outpost that might contain information on either the bioweapon or ways on getting into the city in a safer manner. Once we got there, we devised a plan. There being the outpost, we devised a plan on how we would assault it. And once the assault began, we started with 15 soldiers, excluding ourselves, and ended up with 5 after the battle was complete. And that's where we left off.
All right. Who is DM? It's right there. It's Zerda. That little blue thing.
That little blue
Shadow, do you need a hug? Can I just give you like a really big hug right now?
What? What do you want from me?
I wonder if the sassiness is gonna come out in game.
I mean, it'll just build character. He needs character.
Wow. I think everyone just needs to go around and say something that we love about each other.
No, that's an old clip when Trix was still alive.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, Trix decided to
It's like,
brutally
give me
kill
back a holy.
himself. Trix killed himself, okay?
Sure.
Yeah, but why'd it have to be in my
Oh, and
arms?
Plixels was also there.
No.
Marlena.
Oh, she was before, but she wasn't there for the trick. Left before.
Yeah.
I think she left. I don't think she ever
I'm
met
almost positive
Iris.
it was the same day.
Nope.
No, she didn't. It was the same day, actually.
It was
Yeah.
the same game. He's like, hello, I'm serving the king right now. I guess I'll join you on your journey.
Simp.
Sounds just like me. Actually, I think you should just like take over my character.
Guys,
Could be Shadow.
So
It's true.
I fear the day that if Zerda ever
why is
gets the...
they're all Lentos?
Let's see.
I fear the day if Zerda ever gets the idea to like switch our characters. I will be afraid.
Oh, easy.
Like I said, there's ways technically you can do that, but also I forgot to add
Afraid.
Levitz to is it Levitz, right?
Lavitz.
Love it.
Live in La Vida Loca. What do you do?
Living
don't
Vito
throw him off.
Loco.
Of a Levito Moco.
Yeah, I'll take a white hot mocha, please.
Yeah, caramel macchiato. You're dead.
Loca.
I'll take a Model T with some
Loco.
caramel on top.
Well, to be fair, everyone's playing their own. Like a lot of people, like Razzie and Iris, Razzie and Shadow. The original crew all were playing their own names, and then we went to like, well, getting more and more unique with their names.
I was gonna
That's my
say,
son's name.
I was gonna say, Razzie is a whole ass OC. I just
Wait, Schmeedy.
made them for this.
Wait, your rat's name is Lavitz? Like, actually?
Uh.
I did not know this!
Wait, you live with them and you don't know this?
Yeah, I didn't know your rat's name.
Funny.
Yeah, this
Nobody
is
knows
what,
my hyena's name until I say something about it.
This is just like that
what-
Reddit story that I read, and it said that they accidentally fed their roommates gerbils to their snake.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's
Or no,
not
to
an
their
accident.
cat. To their
There's
cat.
no way
Sorry,
you can
to
accidentally
their
do that.
cat.
How do you
That doesn't
accidentally
make
do
it better.
that?
Well, because they said they were in the bathroom brushing their teeth, and they saw this like what they thought was a mouse, but they're like, "Oh, it's a really chill mouse." But then they're like, "We can't have mice here," so they locked their room.
Oh,
They locked their cat in their
God.
room with their thing. But the people were like, "Well, how do you not know your roommate has gerbils?"
Yeah, that's the other thing. No,
Because
it's
we
like I
can't-
got Schmeedy, I got his real name. How am I supposed to also remember his Sona? That's so much
Yeah,
work.
I have
What is Smeedy then? What is that?
I have Wiz. I have Tricks.
What is
How-
Shooty? It's an online
Yeah,
name.
like, no,
Zerda.
like,
Yeah,
what-
What's a
like
Zerda?
Wiz Rad versus Tricks, you know?
What's
like-
a Zerda?
Yeah,
Where
what's
did you get
Zerda?
Zerda from?
Yeah, come on, Zerda.
Fennec
Tell us.
Fox, Vulpes Zoda, actually. It's
What?
actually, it's literally actually just the scientific name for Fennec Fox, Vulpes Zoda.
So your name is Fox Fox.
Yep.
God damn it.
Technically,
This is
Zoda is
incredible.
Zoda is the Fennec portion at that. So technically, it's Fox Fennec.
Fox Fennec Fox.
Right. So I just want to be cool
You're
and
just
edgy back
Fennec
in the
Fox.
early 2000s. So I was like, Shadow sounds like a badass name.
Oh my god.
I'm mysterious.
At least
I
you
don't
got the Wufu part.
We know you
Well,
got
yeah,
the
that's-
name from a video game because you're that much of
I
a
know.
nerd.
I got it from a video game.
Nerd.
What, Sonic? You based your son off of Sonic
no!
the Hedgehog? No, I'm just joking.
No. So there's a game.
Yo, don't-
There's a game. Sorry, we'll get started in 2 seconds. There's a game called Dead to Rights. It was kind of like Max Payne, but
Okay.
you had this dog that helped you. He was like a husky wolf hybrid.
Aw.
Hybrid, not hybrid, hybrid, and you could command him to go like take like the enemy's gun. So like they'd be pointing a gun at you, and then like you'd call him out, and he'd grab their arm, and then you could just shoot them or beat them up. And then sometimes you could play as the dog, and have him do like things like he would go up and on like a crane and hit the switch, and then it would like knock something over, and then you could continue the game. It was pretty fun. And his name was Shadow.
Got it.
There you go.
And we have now started D&D. Yep, now that we've gotten some character introductions out of the way. Wait, what the heck did all
Didn't
the...
ask me about my son's backstory.
Yeah, me neither, but it's fine.
Yeah, actually, can I just give my life story while I'm at it?
Wait, what, who, where the heck did all the... I look away for 5 seconds. Where did the autos go?
They're all like merged in or like under Shadow from what I saw.
Hi, I'm Model T4R1.H3D. Did you say to keep them alive?
What?
I'm sorry. I thought they were food.
Who
You
moved?
need to eat, don't you? You all look awfully hungry.
You know I go to like...
Holds a dead otter in his hands.
You know I go to like 15 different screens while I'm playing.
He's like, I look away.
Look,
Why
wait
don't
for
you
1
just, like,
second, everything's
Kicking one of them
underneath
over a
shadow.
fire. Like...
Don't trust me. I know, like half the time he's always like, Shadow, where'd you go? And I'm like, I'm under somebody.
Hot.
I'm under somebody's token. Clouds,
So-
what do you mean?
So you managed to keep 5 out of 15 otters alive.
Hooray!
You decided to
5 out
take.
of 5 on us.
Razzie was in charge of that.
You decided to try to heal none of them. You didn't
Razzie
even
was in charge of that.
You didn't check to see if any of them were alive after. You proceeded to not even ask if they were alive. So, you have from what you remember, 5 otters that seem to be alive. Along with the general. The general is actually not part of the 5 soldiers. The general, in his battle prowess, was able to keep himself alive. There does seem to be
Basically-
one missing otter. In all of this, Shadow and Gang, you are finishing up. You basically hit the last of the enemy as you're all kind of around this area. What are you doing now? After fight.
At this point, Lavit's gonna start repairing Model T. So I'm gonna start using mending to basically start repairing him.
Model T does a like robotic ooh woo, like a ooh woo, and like
Oh,
and,
they all.
and then kind of like he's like a rat, right?
Yeah, rat
He
shape.
wags his little rat tail. He's like, I don't know. For an animatronic, this is always such a pleasing part. It's-
But they're all not all named the same. Someone make a perception check.
Okay, whenever you say someone, everybody winds up doing it. So point
Yes.
somebody out.
No, somebody.
Yes.
Shadow, this is the part where I hug you again. And I say, there.
Thank you.
Who has the highest perception? That is where we should probably go.
Anyone who wants one can make one.
I'm too busy.
Smitty's busy, so he's already out.
Iris is probably looking
s-
around, like, seeing if any of the bodies or any of the otters need tending to, which they're all dead, whatever. Iris would be looking
I'll do a
around for something
perception
to
check.
do. Okay,
I have
Shadow's
I was
gonna
gonna
do it.
say, it's like,
Uh,
do you have perception?
I'm very perceptible.
It's
Check
mo-
this
oh.
out.
It's more about
Submissive and
who.
perceptible. Wait, what's your perception before you do that?
Too late.
He has a plus
Okay.
4.
Mine is +6, but that's fine. You got a good roll.
For once.
Don't worry,
So
you're not Wolfie.
yeah, Yukio. Oh yeah, he is going to be
What?
kind of
Because Wolfie has like
chilling.
really shitty rolls. Never mind.
Wow.
That's a
Shadow.
roll.
You hear what sounds to be some kind of angry yelling, but it's very faint and muffled, along with what you might be able to hear as a second voice somewhere in the camp.
Guys,
A
I
lo-
hear something.
Riveting.
Sorry, Zerda.
Meanwhile, well, obviously you were hearing that. Everyone else is tending to their own things. The general kind of looks out at the other otters and says that they need to find information about the bioweapon since it was reported that it was here inside the camp.
Good. You search for that. I turn towards Razzie. Razzie, I hear some kind of loud screaming and what sounds like another voice,
Oh,
but it sounds kind of muffled.
can you tell from which way or no?
I'm not quite sure, but my assumption would be there might be a dungeon entrance. Seeing as how this is a fort, well, not quite a fortress, but an outpost.
Iris kind of
Fair.
just like, oh god, why is there always a dungeon after this? Why?
You
Hmm.
can
Okay,
also
so we
physically move around the camp as well. By the way, guys, there's
Magic.
there is a lot of things locked on. As you walk closer, Shadow, you do hear it, but it seems to be coming from this wall next to the well.
Oh well.
You just hear them. You just hear the sounds of someone saying. It seems to be yelling. Bring them back.
Bring them
Model
back.
T
That's what I
walks
hear.
over to the well and is like, "There's a very large chance that is not a rat that is down there. They are all dead, to my knowledge."
Model T, you're not done being repaired.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shadow, you
Uh.
walk in on an auto soldier that seems familiar to you, holding the shirt of a basically very bloodied human.
Hello.
And next to
That's-
them, you see a otter that has been slashed down with a sword sticking out of his chest, and the otter next to the one.
What's going on in here?
You
I call out to
see
the otter.
you see the otter holding both like I said he's holding the shirt of the bloodied human in one hand, and he has the sword of his own in his left hand, as he is almost this angry crying out to him saying, "Bring him back. You killed him. Bring him back now."
Wait, is this the otter I recognize? Is that the one from the ship?
Yes.
The one I personally interacted with?
Yes.
Oh. I'm gonna step up to him. I forget his name. It's been like a week. I'm sorry.
It's Latento.
I was
But
gonna say
then-
it's underneath the token.
There's like 3 Latentos.
That's because I accidentally copied and pasted. Only one of them would name that. That's why I had to take away the things.
Latento, what are you doing?
You kind of see the human look up at you and almost just give out this almost masochistic laugh as he just kind of holds his neck to the blade as the otter
raided.
is visibly shaking from all of this.
Snugs, welcome in. Thank you for the raid.
We are currently
I
going
appreciate
over. We are currently going over dramatic scoring of life here.
Yeah.
Scream raid, welcome in, raiders. I'm Shaw the Wolfawoo. How do you do, woo? I'm a variety streamer. I stream a variety of things. Usually Saturdays are reserved for Dungeons and Dragons. If this is your thing, go ahead and feel free to stay and hang out. If not, I understand. But Snugs, how was Amnesia? Snugs, how was Amnesia? Snugs. No, get it? It's a play on Amnesia. Anyways.
Oh my god.
This is the
wanna
emotional
cry?
scene.
Oh yeah.
Well, good. I'm gonna make you cry more because we have an emotional scene happening.
Oh no. All right.
Here we go.
Latento, what are you doing to this human? What has he done?
This beast killed my brother.
Killed your brother? Well, what means do you think he has to bring him back?
I don't know. He took his life. He should give it back. I don't know. I'll take his life. Then it'll be even, right?
That is your call to make. We've already secured the outpost. You could take him as prisoner, or you can choose to take his life.
You just see him like visibly shaking, and as he does, he begins to kind of like, as his hands are almost shaking, this human here basically knows he is either dead or prisoner, and at this point his body is too weak to actually be able to resist. And you just kind of see as the otter's hands are shaking, it almost slices it begins to basically slice the neck, and the blood begins to kind of pool around the blade as the otter just looks at the blood dripping down his sword
Oh my
and
lord.
almost wants to push it further, but the shaking just causes the sawing motion to continue as he wants to begin to pull back a little bit, unsure of what to do.
Hmm. Well. Hmm.
Great
I don't
emotional
know.
support show.
I know. I'm trying to think. I don't know what to do.
Razzie,
I'm sorry, I'd offer help, but the issue is that I also have no idea what to say here.
Latento, you've made your choice. You must follow through with it. Fully.
Do you say fully?
Yeah, fully. Like, you know, just like completely make sure they're gone.
Basically commit.
Yes. Because, like you said, he was kind of just doing it under like his own shakiness.
You just kind of he's just kind of shaking as he's not even looking you. He just says, "This you said what did you say? You said this was what it was like to kill? Is this what you do? Is this how it feels?"
For me, it has been far too long since I first killed somebody. So I suppose things have changed for me over time. But at the end of the day, a life for a life. You knew what we were coming here to do. So what has been done must have been needed to be done.
You just hear the human give a very very bloodied cough, and you just hear him say, "Looks like this otter has no shells. Freaking sea rats." And as he does, the otter just lets out a larger cry and slices the blade all the way through the head as the body falls to the floor, and the chuckle is no more as the blade is coated with the human's blood, and the severed head is just dropped to the
Oh my
floor
lord.
as the otter kind of does
No,
another
he's gonna
yell
catch
in
me.
shock and then falls back on his butt, gripping the blade between his paws and holding it to his chest as the blood begins to turn his fur red from the stains of the human.
Latento, go join your comrades outside.
He is visibly shaken on the ground, and you see him kind of try to move, and his whole body seems tense as he just begins to fall again. And as he just holds the blade, and you just hear the words, "Not enough," and "I wanted to protect, but not enough. Not strong enough yet."
I place my
He,
paw on his shoulder. I go, Latento, you've done fine. Unfortunately, there is going to be death across your path, especially as a soldier. The best you can do is protect yourself, get stronger, so you can protect others. This is just one of the many stepping stones on becoming better at it.
You hear what was a more attempt at muffled crying just overflow into a more sobbing as he holds the sword and shakes his head in affirmation of you. He does hear your words and recognizes them fully.
Iris, hearing the kind of final scream of the knife digging into the dude. Iris wasn't there to witness all this. You know, he was like going around like checking bodies and stuff and, you know, investigating the battlefield. But he starts to kind of come back and he steps up to, where's my token?
Over there in the middle.
Oh, I see it. Iris kind of like walks up to like the kind of like the ledge, like right here or something, and just like,
Yeah.
hey, is everything okay up there? I heard screaming.
Razzie, you're closer to the door.
Yeah, but it's easier to just walk around.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just not a mishap, but just
Is everything
less
all right?
human. Yeah, it's just less human dead.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that's all of them. I don't want to think about that any more than I have to.
Yeah. Did you find all the otters that survived?
Yeah, I mean, and Iris starts to kind of like look down, like disappointed. You know, we did what we could, but it never gets easier. The tides of war and battle. I mean, nobody else accounted for. Kind of just looks down again.
Yeah. Well, we'll do what we can to pay respects to them there a little bit, but for now, we need to figure out what we're going to have to do from here.
Do you think that we could have done better? Did we do okay enough? I feel like there's something else we could have maybe done. I don't know.
I mean, maybe, but the issue is that if you get into thinking about that, we could have also done a lot worse. It could have been a different, but we did what we could have with what we had. So, and with the information that we had. So, for now, I'm sure we did great, or at least okay, for what we did.
Model T kind of just chimes and is like, at least your entire species isn't dead.
True, Model T. But yeah.
Well, I guess there's one left that we know of, and like just points at Lavitz.
No, the moral quandaries of this is quite staggering, but you have to remember, if you try to save everyone, you'll save no one. You have to be thorough in war. You have to be willing to lose. You have to be willing to move forward. It's what they would want.
Yeah, but survivor's guilt is such a bitch.
Don't worry. Eventually, it goes away. Unfortunately.
I've never felt that to begin with.
Well, of course you haven't, Model T. Not yet.
Are you gonna program empathy into him?
He's gonna become an emotional machine.
The Iron Rat.
Model T does kind of like look over a second, and his head kind of like twitches in a way, like he's thinking about what was just said about like his like kind of emotion like installation. He kind of like twitches a little, and then he just like turns off for a second, and then he like reboots. He goes, "Hi, I'm Model T for RN15H3D, or Model T for short."
Wiz, make a perception check.
Okay.
For Iris or for Model T?
For Iris. I'll say Model T if it's Model T.
I don't want the world to see me. Okay. Perception.
Because I don't think they understand.
Good thing
Everything's been okay, good.
Good thing it's not a
Good thing we ain't relying
disadvantage.
on that one.
You hear Uh, Iris, you hear the very, very, very faint sounds of commotion from where you're sitting right now.
Like under the well. I look into the well. Is it coming from the well?
You see what would normally expect to see is very, very dark. I don't know what you were expecting to see at the bottom of a well, but it
yeah,
is,
but I mean, I'm gonna like play it out. Okay, fine.
Oh
no, I
my
mean,
God.
to play it out, like you do look and you see pure darkness at
Okay.
the bottom of the well.
Okay. Well, thanks for talking me down for playing it out. Iris is gonna cast a fucking light because he's magical. So,
Ah.
I'm gonna cast light, the cantrip. Wait, can I do that?
Don't I still have that
That's
orb of
not
light?
fair.
Would that really work?
I could do something. I can basically infuse a rock with an artificer thing and basically make it emit light. We could just drop it down.
Does that cost anything? Because for me, it's just a cantrip. Like it's nothing.
Oh, for me, it's also nothing. I can do it infinitely.
But
Different
go
things.
ahead. It doesn't.
No, no,
It doesn't
it's all
matter who
you, it's
does
all
it.
you,
I
Iris.
guess.
It's all you,
No,
Iris.
please.
No, 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 no. Be my
Well,
guest.
now it's just weird. Now I don't want to do it. Now I want you to do it. I
Model
want you
T
to show.
decide.
We should kill everything in the well.
Ooh,
What?
Model T. Let's back it up a little bit.
You asked my opinion. I gave.
That wasn't the opinion we were asking for.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have light besides the natural ones emitting from me that I guess you
All right,
implanted.
Model T,
You
we
would
don't need you
know.
anymore. I'll let you
Okay.
do it, Iris.
What'd you say?
I'll let you do it, Iris.
I was like, okay. I mean, this was really like a big deal. Like, we didn't have to even do this. I'm sorry. I don't know if I just made it weird. I didn't mean to sound like prideful at all. I was just saying that like it costs nothing for me, and I don't know a whole lot about artificers. I mean, I've heard a little bit about artificers. Like I've read about
Lavitz
them.
puts his
I've
hand
met
on
like one or
Iris's
two.
shoulder and says, "Just do it."
Okay, I will. Iris picks up a rock and casts away. I was like, this is even more embarrassing because I was also gonna light the rock. but mine isn't an artificer spell, you know, it's just light, it's a cantrip, it's a thing that wizards can do. It's, you know, and I'm a wizard, and I don't know if artificers like technically it's magic as well, and okay, I'm just gonna light the fucking rock now. And Iris lights at the rock and just like it's like, well, should I throw it or should I drop it?
Just drop it.
What color is your
Dropping.
light?
It's
Choose
golden
wisely.
like my fur.
This is your. I was gonna say you're white and golden, but
Yeah, okay, fine.
I mean, either way, it'd still be a bright light.
Mhm.
Extrapolating information. Okay, I'm gonna light up the, you know, rock all golden stuff, and I'm gonna just like drop it down, and then just like very like, you know, like I'm hovering over the well, like very curious to see where it goes.
make a deck save.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, I thought you were serious. I was like, okay. I was expecting that. I was like,
You're-
sounds good.
You're not that clumsy. Like it's
sure.
like looking like a Hobbit. No, because you drop the rock, and what you would normally expect from the bottom of a well is kind of, well, water and, you know, pretty much just a water. You see the rock drop a pretty substantial distance before dropping at the bottom, but the water doesn't seem to be flowing at the bottom. It seems to actually be just stagnant, like a pool of sorts.
Have they been drinking this?
Well, I mean, the water elemental came out of it, so probably not.
Yes, the water elemental.
Is this even a well for drinking, or do they just keep more of those down there?
What do you think the purpose of
Maybe.
storing them would be?
I don't know. I
Obviously,
mean,
I guess it's an outpost, so
yeah,
some kind of war effort, but those are hard to control.
yeah. Well, I guess it's kind of a cage. They can't really leave. There's not a whole lot of water around here. It's pretty dry. How do they even get them here to begin with, if that's the case? I mean, we're also just theorizing. It could be anything.
Hmm.
Shouldn't be an issue, though. I mean, and Iris kind of like leans over. Didn't you say like I heard something?
You think you heard something.
You
Okay,
faintly
all I
think
know is
that
that I
you
heard
heard.
something. I'm just gonna be like, well, I mean, who knows what's down there, but I guess it doesn't concern us, right? I
Well,
mean,
it would concern us though, especially if we're using this now.
Didn't mean to do that.
It was an
I was gonna
illusion.
say, I
all-
mean,
well, I guess we could block it off and have people keep an eye on it or something. But I don't know.
I mean, do you think there's really a purpose to blocking it off if we don't think they can get out? And even if they quote unquote can't get out, there's still water. They can still manage to get through many small cracks.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe some kind of magical barrier. Hold on. And Iris starts like flipping through his book. The best I can do is put an alarm on it. I mean, I could tell you when something leaves. But
Better than nothing.
I mean,
I
Iris is
mean,
kinda,
for
like,
now
reading
that
over it.
should be fine. Just we need to be cautious if you did actually hear something from it.
Hmm.
To your knowledge, water elementals don't make sound other than the sound of their own flowing water.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting an alarm on the or the well.
And
For how long it lasts? Oh, it lasts 8 hours. Okay.
while
How
you're
about a
doing
ritual
this,
cast?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
So
while
that
you're
way I don't have to.
doing this, the general comes over and says, "Have you found any information on where they possibly could be keeping the information regarding the bioweapons?"
Seems to have been much searching for it. At this current moment, we've been dealing with either I've been repairing my robot. And it seems like other investigations been made. I don't know if much else has been looked for.
All right, your
Yeah,
lot.
and the last human kind of recently got killed before we could ask. So
Not a shame. If we had one, we could have kept him as a prisoner. Lord knows they've been around this camp enough. Maybe we can find someone on the outskirts or somewhere else that might know information. This campground couldn't be just completely alone.
yeah,
Very much
I'll
so.
look into one of the towers.
Iris is continuing to just sit down and concentrate on putting an alarm on the well. That will alert me mentally.
Roaming around and I'm looking around.
So when looking in the tower that I'm in, is there anything, or is this more of a generic like outlook tower?
That outlook seems to have a. Let me see which one you're in.
I'm in the upper right one.
Okay. That tower seems to be mostly filled with what looks to be bows and a few bows, mostly a bunch of stock arrows, mostly kind of lined up neatly. That they've been separated enough that you could grab one without disturbing the pile of the rest, as they've all been kind of lined up in a quick draw fashion.
Okay. I try to just kind of like palm one or like touch them to see, but instead I accidentally throw them all to the ground because of the big gloves I'm wearing. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! With the auto guard watching as I do all of that.
Well, I can't really say the arrows are much for evidence, but we do want to make sure we don't, screw up
Oh,
the
no,
arrows.
no,
We can use
it's all right.
those.
It's all right. I was just looking.
Is anyone else looking anywhere else?
I went back into the place with the lead toe. I'm gonna kind of look around to see if there's any weird entrances or anything to like anywhere, or if there's any kind
In
of
that
information.
tent, or in that cabin area, Shadow, you find what looks to be an extremely long rope, all curled up very neatly in one of the corners.
Okay. I'm gonna investigate it. I'm gonna pick it up and pull it and see where it goes. If unless it's just like a rope by itself.
It's a rope by itself. Go ahead and make a perception check on it.
Okay, we're gonna be very perceptive today. Shit.
Respectfully, of course.
11. How much do you know about ropes?
Not very.
I will say, you notice that one of the ropes, seems to be like, it seems like it has been knotted several times, like knotted just so many times on one of the ends.
Okay, this is interesting. What's going on with
It's
this
kind of
rope?
like frayed a little bit. Where
Okay.
one of the ends are, you can tell where some of the rope has been. Obviously, whenever you tie a knot on one of the ends, how like the fibers begin to kind of rub up against each
Yeah.
other a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna look at that, and I'm gonna look around me, see if there's anywhere it would go to. Unf. Welcome in. Why did everybody stop talking?
I'm trying to think. So the rope is basically bundled up in a nice, neat coil with the frayed end on top, so it doesn't end up kind of rubbing against any of the others.
Okay.
But it seems to be independently attached here. Well, not. It doesn't seem to be attached to anything. It seems to be kind of there.
Right.
Razzie,
Big.
what are you in?
Well, once I get back over here, I do actually want. Do I notice anything in this? Because I don't think anyone's actually checked it yet.
There seems to be in that room specifically. There seems to be a few beds in there. It seems to be some quick bedrolls, and some of them seem way smaller than some of the others, as if a different species of sorts were camping out inside of the outpost. Or maybe it's just a child size, you're not too sure. On the table in there seems to be there seems to be what looks to be scalpels and some very faint skin of some sort of animal that you are unsure. It seems to be very it seems to be like one side, it seems to be well carved from an animal. But I'll also say that.
Can I see if I know the animal?
Yes, you may. Go ahead and give me a perception. Well, actually, no, not perception. Make a nature check.
Okay, I don't know shit.
Why do you have a +0 in nature? I thought everyone had at least like a proficiency. How did I not give you?
You know, I thought so too, but I honestly no, I don't.
I will say, just from first glance, it does seem to be kind of like not exactly scales, but it does seem to be a little bit slimy.
Gross, but okay.
It's very smooth, but it has little tiny bumpy bumps on the top. As you kind of touch the or do you like kind of fondle the skin in your hand? Or are you just
Yes.
picking it up to see?
I will be the weirdo, and yes, I will fondle it.
Oh my god.
Okay, as you rub your paw, at first your paw pad kind of like braces the top of the skin, and as you do, like the skin begins to make contact with the kind of oily surface of the bumps, and you pull it away, and you almost have like a nauseous feeling wash over you at first as the oil begins to almost seep into your skin. Nothing serious, but you do sense a just wave of like almost nausea come over you.
Ew.
Ugh.
I'm just gonna toss it back down and just walk out. I don't want to deal with that anymore if it's starting to make me nauseous. Ew.
Model T is gonna walk up to Shadow and be like, "Hello, I'm Model T for R158 or Model T. Have I introduced myself to you?"
Hello, Model T. Yes, we've met before.
Oh, I apologize. I don't really concern myself with what people think or feel.
I have a-
However, go
I
on.
have a question.
Feel free
So,
to inquire.
can so this rope is obviously used for something. I don't know your technical prowess, but do you know of anything that a rope could be used for around here?
Well, ropes are typically used for engaging in different heights. For example, if you need to go up or down, you would use a rope. I think that the well may be your solution. Or maybe people were using that rope to get into the fortress without using the front door for when we were coming. I think the former is more likely than the latter.
A rope into the well. Huh.
Correct. I don't see any other openings that deal with elevation at all.
I think you might be onto something, Model T. Good
That is my
job.
best guess.
I give him kind of a pat on his metal side. Bop,
He
bop.
like grabs your you pet him a little bit, and then he like grabs your arm and just like gets like all evil for a second, and then he's like, "I'm sorry," and like puts it back down. Like he almost took it as like a threat and like self-defense.
Ah, sorry. Hands off the merchandise. Well, actually, no. I wouldn't know that phrase. This is way too like back in time.
You are a traveler. You are a traveler, so in your case it makes sense.
Got it. Got it. Won't touch you again. Thank you, Model T.
No,
I'm gonna-
it is okay. Error. It is okay. I
Model T-
maybe enjoyed it.
Can you can you go back outside? I don't necessarily think you should be inside. But I appreciate the help.
Okay,
Let's go back
I
out
will
to the
leave
well.
now. Model T walks down and
I snag
goes
the rope
back
on
to
my way back.
Model T goes to find Lavitz. Is like, I think I did something useful. That wasn't killing this time.
You have control of that token, Wiz?
Yeah, I just don't have vision.
You should. You should have. I thought you had vision with anything that you had control over. Yeah.
No, just Iris.
That's not always.
Alex, welcome in.
Let me.
It's not a big deal. It's fine.
Well, no, it would be helpful. Iris.
One of the
Iris.
Honor Warriors I had vision from, but I still don't have vision from Model T as well.
Let me make sure I actually gave him. He does not have vision. Okay, that was my bad. He did not have vision. That is fixed. He now has vision.
Okay, cool.
What?
Yeah, I had
Still
to.
don't know where Lavitz is though.
I'm in the top right.
Oh my god.
You
Okay.
you should have vision and control of him now. Everyone should
Okay.
have technically control of him.
Yeah, Model T
no.
is like, I think I did something useful that isn't killing someone.
Oh yeah, what was that, Model T? Tell me
I gave
all
the
about
most.
it.
I
Oh my
you'd be
God.
so proud of me. I gave the most likely possibility for why there's a rope.
Good job, good job. One of the programs seems to be working. All of them are working, Model T, of course. 'Cause
Oh.
you're perfect.
I
Um,
I would say that I have still a chance of not being absolutely 100% correct because
Oh.
sometimes the solution is not perfectly known. You don't have to call me perfect, master. That's okay.
oh no, I'm saying your systems are good. Of course, your solution might not technically be correct, but you're doing great, Model T.
Model T just kind of like, I don't know, like he has this little like program on his face do like a little bit of like a smirk. And then he just goes, error, and then he like shuts
No
down.
no.
Another bug to fix.
Wakes back up. Hi, I'm Model T for RN15H3D, or Model T for short. Oh, I'm sorry, you already knew that. You're my master.
Well, no, introduce yourself to our friend right here. What's your name, friend?
Oh, I didn't realize you were there. If he didn't call you friend, I would have murdered you where you stood. Hi, I'm Model T4R and 15H3D, or Model T for short, and like reaches out a hand, like to like.
Don't be afraid. He's still in the works, but he'll be great.
Well, maybe you should be a little afraid.
I'm just gonna back away a little bit scared. He saw what that thing did on the battlefield, and he's just a little bit scared. A lot of
No,
bit
no,
scared.
no, it's all right.
Oh,
Whatever your name is, he won't flare up in heat again. I promise. That's on my command.
Yes.
need to write that down. All I had was just actually put that.
Please put it in there.
Oh, also this
Wow,
should be in
Tarnished.
this should be in Iris's journal and
So no maidens. Correct. I do not have maidens.
okay, there we go. That was added to both of y'all's character sheets, so if I ever forget him on a map, you can bring him.
Iris is done making like the little alarm for the well, and walks up to I guess Razzie and Shadow, since you're right there. Hey, have you guys found anything yet? Oh, and by the way, before I forget to mention, the alarm is okay with like us and like the otters. I trained it. I guess I didn't train it. It's not sentient, but I made it so that the alarm will not go off if any of us are near it. It'll only go off if an unknown creature goes through it, or a human.
Good to know.
Understood.
I'm an
I kind of
alarm.
hold up a rope, and I'm like, Iris, I found this rope, and we came to the conclusion that I believe this was used to scale down into the well. There must be something down there.
Oh, wait. Oh no. Wait, we're here to. Oh no. Does that mean we
Oh,
have
no.
to. Looks down the well. Oh no. I just put the alarm there, expecting nothing to come out, but now we have to go in, and it like kind of ruins the point of the alarm. I guess it's good for the otters that stay here just in case something comes out, but we have to go down there.
Yes,
Oh,
and
are
since
you
you're the
sure?
lightest,
Fine.
you get to go first.
No, wait. Who agreed to
No.
that? I'm tiny and I'm fragile, and I hate
Well, at
admitting
least-
that, but I'm a backliner for a reason. I mean, one good hit and I'm out, and then you guys don't have a healer, and then I'm also dead, and that would suck. And I would hope you would care about me as a person too, and not
Iris.
just a healer. But what?
Okay, no guarantee. But for example, even if you did go first, you wouldn't because I go before you, so you would be at least safer and
I
a
guess
softer
that
landing.
helps a little, but I still don't like this idea of me going first. Does that mean I actually have to? I mean, I guess it does make a little
You'd
sense.
probably go like second because of what I just said, though.
Oh,
Model,
And
I'm
even
sorry.
then,
Model T senses distress and makes his way back to the well.
I think the best idea would to throw Iris in and see if anything eats him.
Melty, no.
Oh.
Whoa, Model T! Come running in. Now, how about you go in first, Model T?
Is he rust proof?
I think he's...
Why would I go in first? That doesn't seem logical.
Because
And
you're
then-
very strong and dependable.
Model T's like kind of like twitching a little bit, like he's having a thought that's like going against code. He's like, that does seem like the logical option, and it's like,
Oh no.
fear. I am afraid. Is that? I don't understand what that means.
Model T, it's okay to be afraid. You have
What
to let
is
that-
afraid?
It's being aware of the unknown and not quite knowing what to do with that. That's okay. Use that
That
as your
sucks when there is
direction.
no easy code to transcribe.
That's why you have to learn on the fly sometimes, Model T.
Speaking of flying, you fall it now.
Are you saying that this would improve my code by having a new experience
Exactly.
and overcoming fear?
Precisely. You're getting it, Model T. You become even better every time you interact with something new.
Model T goes, time to become perfect, and jumps into the well.
Oh boy.
He jumps in. He just hoofs it in.
How
Like, when he
much?
gets to the gun.
How much HP does Model T? I think he has 36 HP, right?
I
Yes.
don't know.
He's at full as well.
Yep.
After the repairs.
Let's see. How deep is this? Let me check fall
But you
damage.
said it
damage.
was like decently, like it
Yeah.
took a minute for the rock to get down there.
Yep. I would say it's about maybe feet is in a story.
Depends. Is the story about feet?
How many characters are in there?
I've seen enough stories about feet. Okay, so it's about
How many? Oh, I don't doubt it. Alpine. Oh, woo! It's Alpine.
Alpine. Hi.
We love Alpine.
Howdy,
Oh,
Alpine.
woo.
Okay,
How
so
many
it is
feet are
about
in Apex.
it's about 45 feet down. Actually, it's about 60 feet down. So due to fall damage, that should be every fall damage. Let's see. So let me do a
Give me back
slash
while you're doing
roll.
those conversions.
There we go.
I gotta go. Let my dogs out. Give me back.
Okay. I will transition to the next scene. In the meantime, let me pull up
Shadows
the
of
music.
Smoke.
Don't lose.
Okay. Here we go. Also, by the way, this is someone asked in my chat. The reason why we're talking about knots is because Shadow found a rope that was heavily knotted on one end, as if it was used for climbing.
Wait, who's fucking the rope?
Apparently, Shadow.
It was a very heavily knotted rope that has been knotted so many times it's damaged. Perfect.
When things around here start to change.
Good thing I went to the bathroom before this game.
Model T makes it down to the ground, and for some reason, he is, I guess, small enough to not take the full blunt of the fall damage, as he is landing in a almost kind of pool of sorts, but as he's made of metal, it barely does anything to block the fall. As he just kind of sinks to the bottom. Does Model T need to breathe?
No,
No.
I would assume not.
Yeah.
Model T is at the bottom. How tall is it again?
He's about the same size. He's a medium construct, so he's probably around like 6 foot.
Wait, what? How tall are you?
How tall did I make myself? I have an unspecified size.
Unspecified.
I assumed
Oh,
you
that's
was.
quite-
I assumed you was short, like
Thank you for the
Iris.
I know. I was like, what, like 5 foot?
I was
5'2".
thinking like Iris and him were like 5 feet max.
Iris isn't short.
Not short.
Iris
No,
is like
he's
what,
just
5'7"?
feminine. Yeah, it's probably like a normal height for like a yin, like, you know, mid to high fives.
I mean, Razzy's like 5'2".
Shadow's
Yeah.
about like 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah,
I would
Shadow's
say I'm
tall.
like 5'10".
He stands tall. Plixels, welcome in. How are you doing?
Yes,
We're
well,
playing some D&D. I don't know if you've ever seen this before.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
I'm
so-
the shortest.
So Model T makes it down to the bottom, and you kind of see him standing about very, very faintly. You kind of see him as you look down the giant hole, and you see him looking up, and he is standing in about 3 feet, about 2 feet of water in a kind of a 2 feet water pool of sorts. He just looks up and says, "It seems very cavernous down here. Does he have night vision?"
He does. He has dark vision for 60 feet.
Okay, you just look at it and said, I see platforms down here. It looks like someone has been here. Should we murder them?
Oh my god.
Depends on who they are. For now, don't do anything unless you are provoked.
What is constitutes provocation?
If you are directly being attacked,
I feel raindrops on my head. May I attack the wall?
You're falling on my head.
you know what, Model
I'm
T,
gonna start swinging.
be at
until
standby
we're
for
all
now.
dead.
We'll stand by in this pool.
All right, you do that, bud.
Wouldn't
Okay,
that be a swim by?
someone help me not.
Which knot are you gonna use this time, Shadow?
The bow line.
That's a
When I
great
said
choice.
chat.
That's a great choice in knots.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna knot something, and we're gonna climb down.
Would anyone like to aid Shadow in this?
Who wants to help me knot?
I would, but I don't know about not.
Damn it. Iris.
I was never much of an outdoors person. I mean, I could try if you give me some kind of direction, but I don't know.
Wolfie is technically a seaman, so
Oh my god.
I'll try and help.
So we're gonna find something very sturdy nearby.
I will say this cooking spit that seems to be next to the well. One of the ends of the cooking spit seems to be a lot sturdier than the other end, and a lot more built into the ground.
Ah, this will do. I come over here to the cooking spit. Whatever that is.
Have you ever heard
Okay.
the phrase cooking spit?
Never. This is the first time.
Oh.
Yeah, neither have I. I just always assumed it's just the stick that holds it.
Saber,
Another-
Wizard, have you ever heard of a cooking spit?
No,
Is that not a common? Oh.
I've heard of it, but
God damn it. I was hoping like it would be like 4 out of 4. Alright.
Y'all don't go up in the south. Y'all don't know much about barbecue.
Sorry. I
I
don't
mean,
know
you
much
know
about-
where I am. I don't know
Yeah.
if that would be considered south or not.
Not south
I didn't
enough.
know
for-
Barbie dolls
Not-
growing up.
Alright, anyways, I'm gonna tie a bone line knot around this.
Okay. Go. Let me see what kind of. You go and do that. Let me find a good ability check. 'Cause I never actually asked for ability checks. Get advantage on this because Saber's helping you.
Yay.
Give me a sleight of hand check. Hey,
That should
18. Nope. Whenever you aid someone, they get advantage on whatever they're doing.
Understood. Just wanted to make sure.
18.
Okay.
Yep. You are secured in this knot.
Hell yeah. I'm good at nodding.
You may throw the other end of the rope down the well. As
Yeah,
Model T, it just lands on Model T's head. As
Bang.
he wants to attack the rope as it has hit him on the head, but he is debating it. I have been attacked from above.
it's just a rope, Model T.
You just starts blasting.
Anyways, I started blasting. Who's going down the
before-
well?
Before any of us go down, is anyone hurt or need healing?
A lot.
I can provide a little bit of that.
Real fast. Zerda, how many good berries can I eat?
10. They're 1 HP each.
I know.
They basically discount sensu beans.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I'm gonna take 5 of those real fast, but I will still probably need a little bit of healing if that is possible.
Yeah, I can provide a little bit of healing. He walks over. His glove now protrudes a needle. He quickly sticks that into you, and then I cast Cure Wounds. the first level.
Oh, and by the way, for Cure Wounds, I let people re-roll any 1s or 2s, just because that's really sucky to, like, do a spell and
Yeah.
then it roll, like, a 1. Oh, I didn't have it. Is it first level?
Yeah, first level.
I will put that in your spell sheet, but until then... There we go, okay.
Plus your spellcasting ability. What's that again?
It should be 4. It's whatever your... It's
Rolling a
whatever
nat 8.
your...
What's my health?
It's whatever your
Damn.
main... It's whatever your main
proficiency bonus?
spellcasting stat is. Yeah, no, it's
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, 4. So 12.
Series killer.
Quick, do a... Hey, Wiz, do a... healing spell for me real fast. I want to double check to make sure if that actually uses proficiency or not. So I know I have it set up on yours. +4. Okay, nope, it's just the, it's not, it's just the, yeah, okay.
So I'm getting 12.
Yep, 12. Does not have proficiency bonuses.
I am now at 26 instead of 9.
So who's going down the well?
Well, my suggestion is either Lavitz or Shadow goes down. Regardless, those two should go down first. I suggest Iris going last and me going before Iris. That is my opinion.
Alright.
Y'all can tell me or just throw me in if you decide.
Fine, I will go down.
Oh well, okay, but we gotta hold the rope too.
The rope is
True,
securely
so-
fastened.
I
It's-
lied.
Go ahead and hold the rope. See what
I
happens.
mean, honestly, just in case something bad happened, one of the stronger ones should probably be last.
Wolfie will hold the rope. He has a
Cool, got it.
18 to strength. I'll hold the rope.
That is not at all how Wolfie sounds.
Wait, Wolfie, are you in the call?
Was that Wolfie?
I'm here, guys.
Wolfie's more like, yeah, I'll hold the rope.
Did a
Yeah,
southern
I'll hold the
accent?
rope.
What? Why would I do a southern?
Why do you want me to hold the rope?
I don't know what accent Wolfie has.
It's definitely an Easterner
Not
accent.
cute.
Come on, guys, not cute.
No.
Oh, poor Wolfie. Poor Wolfie's asleep right now. We all go down the hole. Shadow gets first pick going down the hole. The rest of you go in after.
Yay. Hold.
Wolfie will stay up at the top holding the rope just to be safe.
Hell yeah.
You make your way down the rope, and as each of you kind of make it down, only you kind of see what looks to be a little bit of a lidded cavern. It seems to be a little bit torches on the walls to kind of keep the area lit. You feel that without the torches, this place would be completely black, as there seems to be no source of sunlight coming in, as it just seems to be a hole. You looked at the walls though, and the walls all seem to be carved out, like someone has specifically manufactured this cavern in a particular way. Whereas you look at the walls and you would expect like a kind of jutting out and grainy kind of texture. You see what looks to be more of a smooth and almost like a modular shape against all the walls, as if a magician or someone came by and did it for them.
looking around, do I get any kind of immediate sense of what this area might be used for?
You look around immediately, and you do notice that there was some equipment of various, maybe alchemical, maybe scientific. As you kind of see, there's a table with some beakers on it. There is some various, a few bedrolls down here as well. It seems that whatever this area is, it's not used for mining or excavation. It seems to be more of a hidden base of sorts, as there doesn't seem to be any like immediate like mining going on.
Hmm. What do you guys suppose this might be?
Iris is just like brushing himself off, like, oh, this is disgusting. Oh God.
You're all standing in about 3 feet, 2 to 3 feet deep of water right now.
I was gonna say, if you think it's disgusting, you can easily walk out.
Iris gags and listens to you and starts like swimming out and like crawls up to the shore and just like
And the giant crocodile comes in.
Okay, so
Iris runs over to the wall and starts like hunching over, like he may or may not throw up.
it isn't that gross, probably.
I mean,
The water seems to be,
You're right.
even though the water does seem to be cleaner than what you would expect, but it definitely is kind of almost murky, as if the dirt from the area has kind of settled into it, mixing this almost kind of like mud slash stagnant water of sorts.
Why you gotta make it grosser?
Model T's like, I think the guards use this to take shits down.
Oh, T, I would like to
So-
not think about that fate.
Okay, you are covered in 12% shit.
Ugh.
Technically, I think
Oh,
any
I'm sorry.
human.
That registered a little bit late. My code was still running. You did not want to hear that.
Thank you, Model T.
Well, not 100% sure, but it definitely goes deeper. I don't understand why this would be here, and why a well.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to go let the dogs in. Get back.
You're at the bottom of a well in 2 feet deep water.
That may or
Yeah,
may
no.
not have shit, apparently. So
It does not.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
In
I
this
mean-
case, there is a reason for it's not just to not be gross. There is a reason for that, but it is not that.
Okay. So we're looking around. Do we find anything? Do we see anything out of place immediately?
Iris is like hunched over, just
I just keep patting your back. It's okay. Just get it out before we continue.
Iris just kind of spits a little and is like, okay, I think I'm fine. Just don't remind me what we're doing and why we're here. I mean,
I mean, by default, just being here is going to remind you why we're here, but I understand.
okay, well that doesn't help, but okay.
You're okay. Well, the way it looks, there's a path up here that goes down to, I think, a bridge. So we should
Okay.
probably try and see that. Because I mean, we can look around still, but I don't think there's much over here.
Hmm. Yeah, from what I can assess, it seems to be a pretty barren spot for rudimentary science. Maybe it was just to protect it from the elements. But with how it's been carved out, it seems suspicious.
Get back. I mean, get back. No, just kidding. No, sorry, my dogs are being
Where's
annoying.
the sugar?
Where's the sugar? Well, let's see if there's any kind of important information before we carry on.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna take a look around. Zerda, I look around up here. Do I see anything besides this chest?
Yep. You do see not only the chest on the table. There seems to be scraps of scales of some sort.
Scraps of scales? Okay, so I'm gonna go and grab one and kind of look it over. What is this?
I
What
see you, Model
is
T.
it?
Do you go and touch the scales of sorts?
Me or Model T?
You, Shadow. You're investigating it.
I'm gonna touch it.
Also, yes, I do see you, Model T.
Iris runs over and is like, "What are you? Oh no! Don't touch that!"
As Shadow begins to kind of rub his thumb over that, make a Constitution saving throw, Shadow. Yep. You were good. You kind of have a sense of like nausea a little bit as the oil from the scales begin to kind of touch your skin, but you're for the most part able to kind of wash it over and kind of shiver a little bit
What is
and
this?
don't
Iris.
Iris like runs over and is like, "Oh my god, are you okay?"
I suddenly feel a little bit of a nausea-esque feeling, but overall I'm fine.
Iris starts
Why?
to like run through his book in panic. He's like, "Oh my god, you shouldn't just touch things. It's dangerous. You know that."
I'm sorry.
No,
I
it's
just have
it's
never
okay.
seen this
It's okay.
before.
It's fine. It's just I don't know if it's gonna get worse or oh god, hold on. Iris is like looking through and it's like, hold on. Let me just. Can I get Iris is gonna like. Can I detect if it's like a magical thing at all?
Sure.
If you have detect magic.
Also, VV Wolf.
I do.
A 1-1. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? What were you playing?
Ew.
Model T does investigate further
That was
and
Paper Mario the Origami
uh,
King.
I will say technically you don't see this guy. He's kind of play with the vision a little bit. Model T, you come across a bridge of sorts leading deeper into the cavern.
Oh, I wasn't really having Model T explore. He was more just standing at like a spot.
Well, I'm just saying, well, that's what he sees. He's
He's
standing
just
at that
taking in
pod, and that's what he
information,
sees.
maybe not saying anything. He's thinking deeply on it.
This is
as
what
deep
this
as he
is
can.
what I mean. This is what Model T sees. You can interact with what he does,
Is it
with,
tough to say?
with
I'm
that.
sorry.
Mm.
Is it Wolf? Anyways, okay. Ugh.
So wait, sorry. What did you say he sees?
He basically just sees a bridge along with a very. I mean, it just seems to go deeper in. Sorry, interjection. He sees a bridge that seems to be going deeper into the cave system.
For now, Blavitz is just kind of rummaging through
I need to.
these crates to see like what's inside.
I need to redo some of this dynamic lighting right here.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Model T. Oh, Lavitz knows what I'm talking about.
Garnerby.
There we go. That fixes that.
Cute.
Sometimes dynamic lighting gets the better of me sometimes.
Yeah,
It's very fun to play with, but
it's a little wonky sometimes. I agree.
was it if
No,
I
you're good,
forget to cover up like
Welcome in.
something
Thank you for
important and I
stopping
try
by.
hiding something behind it and I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't fully cover that. Because I have to hand do all the dynamic lighting in here.
Yeah.
Razzie, what are you doing?
Thank you.
You recognize the skin that Shadow is holding as what you found upstairs.
I figured. Okay. Give me 2 seconds to remember what I was going to say.
1, 2.
Don't.
No.
What's all the commotion over here? Why is Iris so freaking out?
What? Sorry.
God,
Are all of you just AFK?
I wasn't. I was waiting my turn.
Thank you for not metagaming. Who was metagaming?
You'll see. You're good.
Probably not Schmeedy, but I mean.
What? What did I do?
Good job, Schmied.
I said thank you for not
Yeah,
metagaming.
that was a good thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, Razzie, Shadow just touched something. I told him not, I guess I didn't tell him, but I thought it was obvious. I thought it was coming out. Like, don't just
Oh.
touch everything when you jump down a well. You never know. And we're looking for a bioweapon. You don't just want to touch random slimy things.
I might have touched the same slimy
What?
thing, but above
Why?
the well.
Are you
It
okay?
was.
And Iris starts like, like looking around for like any like, sickness or anything. Do you feel okay? Do you feel nauseous or anything?
I would say it's like I offered the paw that I touched it with, but yeah, no, it's like it was above like where the actual thing that we took over was. It was in just like its own place.
Hmm.
Same sort of setup though. Not 100% sure what it was,
Duly
but
noted.
it made me feel nauseous, and I kind of threw it back down immediately and left.
Well, if you see something gross and slimy, please, for the love of God, just don't touch it, please.
But it looked
Okay.
like an animal, so I want to see
Duly
what
noted.
it was.
From here on out, I will not touch anything.
Well,
I'll leave everything up to you.
no, you know what I mean, okay? I just don't want you guys to get really sick from something down here.
Haven't playlist.
That's fair.
Speaking of sick,
Probably.
what is this?
Don't know. That's why we shouldn't be touching it. But I don't know. Maybe
What
it's related to the
is it?
bioweapon. But if there's multiple of them, then maybe there's like a bigger one. It's like a slime. Maybe it's like spawning them.
I don't know, but the thing is, it looked like it was carved. It looks like an animal, but
Oh,
by like my genuine thought, it reminds me of a frog in a sense, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. But the nauseous feeling, on the other hand, I don't know. That was odd.
okay. Well, we should probably check up with Lavitz and Model T. Make sure Model T hasn't gotten him in any trouble.
Yeah, but I want to check out over here real fast.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to get
of course.
back
Just
through
be
the
careful.
water, but that'll be fine.
Are you going to go through the water?
If I can, please.
Make a deck save!
Oh, really?
Go for it.
Fucking falls on my face.
Continue.
Okay, I don't fall.
You basically go to the side. You see various chests and such. Some pipes that don't, some little bit of pipes, some chests. Nothing. It doesn't seem like any kind of major. Nothing really standing out very much, but there does seem to be some. There does seem to be some coins over there as well, as it's just a various instruments mostly. You do find a beaker along with some vials. One of the vials does seem to contain a liquid of some sort, but you're unsure of what kind of liquid it is.
Is the vial like contained as of like a corkscrew kind of issue, or like
Yes, it has a corkscrew on the top.
I'm a nab it. I'm not going to use it anytime soon until I can check it, but I am going to nab it.
Yep, you grab the potion of something, or poison of something. You're unsure. Other than that, there does seem to be empty vials. You are free to take empty vials if you want as well. There is some syringes as well, but kind of medieval type of syringes, where it's not like really fine in needles. It's more of a very almost rudimentary kind of needle.
That
And
would still be useful, but for now, if we come back through here, I'll wait. I'm going to take some of the empty vials and the beaker, though.
Yep,
Nice.
you can have alchemical supplies. That is a thing in D&D, alchemical supplies.
How many vials?
It is 2 glass beakers, a metal frame to hold a beaker in place over an open flame, a glass stirring rod, a small mortar and pestle, and a pouch of common alchemical. Well, except that. So yeah, just put alchemist supplies on your sheet.
Understood.
Lavitz, what are you doing?
Currently, I am just looking through the crates or whatever is over here to see what's what, see if there's anything interesting.
There seems to be some different herbs and some mysterious powders.
Different herbs and spices.
Do I know the herbs and the potential spices?
Not if you call him Herb.
I know. Listen, we all have our downfalls.
It's Herb.
Okay, let's take a look around.
You see the herbs. You are Actually, I don't know. What do you understand herbs? You're an
Um,
artificer, not an alchemist, because I do know alchemist is a branch of artificer,
yeah.
but it's also a different branch.
Depends. If he was in a school, then he probably would have came across some of this stuff. But if he
Yeah,
was like,
exactly.
if he was at home, then probably if he like home
Yeah.
taught, then probably not.
This is more of a question for you as a character.
As a character, I think he would have light knowledge about that kind of stuff. I don't think he'd be totally like, oh, I know this chemical, that chemical, but I think he would have enough knowledge to
Like a
identify
recognition.
very common, like surface level stuff, but not powders probably.
How many of them would you like to put in your mouth? Just through first.
Mouth pipe at all.
I see what effects these give. No, I will say, there
You give
does
Iris a
seem,
heart attack.
there does
I
seem,
thought that was like an archaeologist that do that most of the time. Or it's not archaeologists. It's
I mean, they eat mummies.
most things are discovered by putting them in your mouth. Oddly enough, even as an adult, most things are discovered by putting them in your mouth. That's how most things are, studied.
Tomatoes were once
what are the
believed to be
people that
poisonous.
study rocks? Because I know for a fact they do.
There are meteorologists. There's
Yeah.
a meteorologist, and then those who are like beef, which are meteorologists.
You're right.
Get the
Okay.
mental rub.
There's a guy that tests cat food.
So you basically do notice that some of them seem to be, you do find what looks to be mint, and you do see a rosemary along with lavender mixed in with those, and there does seem to be a certain, herb or maybe plant of some kind that has this almost pure black, petals that you are unfamiliar of what kind of petals they are. But these petals are almost like they have been dyed with the blackest ink you could find.
All right. I look over the ones that I know. I take none of them, and due to my interest in these darker ones, I take like a pouch full. That's all I'll take.
Okay.
Otherwise, that'll be it for looking through.
Yes.
Hello.
So after my
Yeah.
little scale encounter, do I see anything else worthy of note?
Those are all the things that are presented down here right now. In this immediate
Okay.
area.
Sorry, Iris.
It's okay.
I need to give you a worry.
I just want you to be safe is all.
I go to touch it again. That's
No! Now
Scrapes
you're
it
just
with your
messing with me. Stop it. You know I care about you and like
Gets thunder
Fine.
claps your
We'll-
like
We'll-
arm.
we'll take a look into these later. Maybe we can find a way to transport them safely for more research. I'm sure that back in the kingdom or whatever you want to call it, I don't remember what that place was called.
Good idea. And Iris gets up on his tiptoes to give you a head pat.
That mage college. Right. Right, let's
You're
rejoin
fine.
with the others and see if they found anything worthy of note. Come on, Iris. Come on, boy.
I like this dynamic.
call
that I
him
get
like a
in the
dog.
cave.
Now you're just trying to piss me off. And Iris kind of like blushes and then just like reluctantly follows.
All right. As we kind of rejoin the others, we take a quick look around to see if there's anything that they're like oohing or awing over to make sure that we're not missing anything. Did you guys find anything worthy of note? I call out, looking over to Model T and the others.
There is a bridge. Bridges are for walking across to make sure you don't fall into anything dangerous.
Thank you, Model T.
I found a
Uh,
vial of something in alchemist supplies.
Okay. So we
I
definitely
found a bunch of herbs and some powders. If you'd like some free powder that we don't know,
that
Be
would
my
be
guest.
more Iris's camp, I believe.
Maybe we just shouldn't touch anything.
Yeah, but taking is my thing.
Okay,
Iris, at
well,
some point
I
you have
have to
to.
touch it to take it.
Don't
Iris
be so
kind of
afraid, Iris.
Iris
But I'm
face
also-
palms.
But I'm being
Model T.
smart. I'm not opening
Wait,
the vial of something.
Model T looks over at Iris and goes, "It's okay. You're just afraid because you're not perfect."
No.
And Iris kind of just looks at him like, "Oh, thanks, Model T."
Muddled.
Anyways, what is wrong with him? Like looking at Lab, it's like, is he okay?
Lavitz walks up to you just to like kind of whisper to you. It's okay. It's okay. He you kind of have to praise him to make him function best.
Oh.
He as it is, he's very, very imperfect, but
Oh.
he's on track
Clearly.
to being better. Well, you know.
Well, no offense to you. I mean, I we came to you because you're an expert. I didn't mean to offend you. I just meant like,
Oh, no, no,
it's,
no.
it's really hard to build a robot with the capabilities of like feeling and everything, and it's just like, oh, I'm sorry.
No. You're fine, Iris. Slow down. Breathe.
Okay,
I know what you
know.
meant.
okay.
But yeah, don't take to heart what he says.
I'll try, but I'm not very good at that.
That's fine. That's fine. Just like him, you'll go through new adventures. You'll go through new experiences,
doing?
and you'll be stronger for it.
Well, I'd like to think that I'm more than an AI, but I don't know. I guess he can feel too ish. I don't.
Iris,
Okay. What?
at the end of the day, we are AIs. We see choices. We make decisions based off of what we think is best. It's as simple as that. Don't
Yeah,
think too much about it.
But I mean, don't tell me not to think. I'm a student. You can't tell me not to think.
Yeah, but
But there's
sometimes
something
not
different that
thinking
separates us
helps.
from AI.
Oh,
There's
yes,
something
very much
that
so.
there's a humanity and emotion and things that make us not do the most logical choice.
For
I mean,
now, until I perfect him.
but what is perfect?
It's whatever you define
Can he
it to
be
be.
perfect? But your definition of perfect may okay. Perfect for
close-
you, I guess.
Perfect to me is as close as a human eye can get to. Perfect for you would be some. To me,
Oh.
your definition of perfect is
He's
almost
perfect.
godlike.
Well, I don't think perfect is
There you
I
go.
guess you're right. I mean, I don't think perfect is possible. Maybe you try to get as close as you can to it, but you make a good point. Make Model T perfect to you, but don't give him ideas that he is perfect because he won't understand that it's only in your eyes.
I'll take that to heart as well.
Yeah, it just you have to be careful. The more godlike he thinks he is, the more he's gonna get us all into trouble.
But at the same time, this is just to keep everyone safe. This is his AI still isn't perfected. I do need to tweak it a bit, and I haven't had time to do so. So
okay, well, I trust you. I know what you can do. I know what you're capable of. And it's your project. I just don't want anyone here to get hurt because of it.
yeah, I'm trying to move on from that as well. I don't want anyone hurt again.
Again.
Cyrus, no.
No.
Wait, what do you mean?
That's a thing for another time.
No,
Now we have a mission
well,
to go forward with.
no, you can't just. Oh God, you're right though. Oh, okay. Iris like looks you dead in the eyes, like you are going to talk about this with me later.
I promise.
Yeah? Do you?
I do. Would you like a peeking promise?
Get it.
It's so corny, but okay. He like puts out a pinky. Just like he like looks away, like annoyed, like oh fine, pinky promise.
Lavitz puts up his, wraps it around, and shakes it firmly.
Yep. And then Iris puts his hand back afterwards, and then he kind of like shakes his hand off, like there was something slimy on your. It's like oh,
Just
I
a-
mean
just
a
few
good
herbs.
promise. Oh, And then Iris smells his fingers like, ooh, those are herbs.
Yeah, they're quite tasty.
Okay, well, let's stop touching herbs and spices and things, and please don't cook with any of that.
More for me.
I still say touching things is part of the adventure, especially if you have no idea what it is.
Well, you're just all lucky that I can keep you alive.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Anybody else here
we should
squeaking?
probably keep going. Then.
um, so do we see anything on this bridge or across this bridge? And Iris starts to kind of like walk down. Is the bridge even stable? That doesn't look very safe.
Can I investigate the bridge?
Yes.
See its like stability.
Yep. Go and roll investigation.
Cool. Where'd my thing go? There it is.
I think that's his ability score.
Can I roll investigation for a different reason? No, none.
Levitz, you see this bridge, and it seems like this, as you personally have had a bridge, as you personally have built one to your own place, you understand bridges. This bridge seems to be very well traveled, and it seems like there may be like one or two like pieces of plank wood that are missing from the bridge, but for the most part, it seems to be designed really well in order to support weight. As it has been, you can kind of just see like the ropes at the end of the bridge is kind of rough a little bit from where people's hands may have been, but for the most part, it seems extremely sturdy.
All right, guys. So, looking at this bridge, this bad boy seems pretty stable. Should be good to
Hey.
cross.
Oh, that's
Can I look underneath
great.
the bridge?
Yes, you may. There seems to be various spikes jutting out from the ground underneath the bridge.
Just don't look down. That's all.
Nice. Okay. So we should probably. I don't think all of us should be on the bridge at the same time.
Oh, that sounds like a really good idea. You're right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Hey, Model T, would you like to go across first?
Is that an order?
Yes.
I am so excited, and Model T like runs across the bridge like a child. I did it, and then he immediately is just like, "Okay, I
Do you
crossed
see
the
it?
bridge.
Do you see anything over there, Model T?
You want me to continue searching?
Go for it while we make our way across.
All right, the bridge is quite stable. If I can make it, anyone can."
Levitz, make a perception check using your board and stuff. We'll just, if I ask for an ability check from him, just
I don't
use
have lighting, though.
yours.
Dang it.
Also, keep the token there for now, unless you are
yeah.
specifically moving him forward.
I
Yeah.
was moving him forward, and also I don't have the lighting.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say, have Levitz make a perception check before he moves forward.
Oh,
You should-
Yep.
Levitz or leave it.
Boy.
Lavitz
Alright.
ain't having it.
No,
And then yeah, I'll just have
You
him
can-
like, search
I'll-
while I go across the bridge.
Like I say, it depends on what exactly time frame all of this is happening in.
So I'm basically commanding him to search, but I'm also just gonna walk across the bridge while he is also like moving forward. So it's kind of like synchronized movement in a sense.
Yeah.
So like I'll basically be on or at it when he's at wherever he's at right now.
Okay.
Seems pretty safe over here, guys.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next. I'm no afraid.
I guess Model T's exploring. I can't see though.
What weapons do you have again, Iris?
Spells.
What are you physically holding in your hands?
Nothing.
Oh.
You don't have any. You just like. Oh, do you
I mean, I
really?
guess I have a dagger, like on a little
Like,
bag. I
Do
don't
you
know.
just like walk with your like? What do you have in combat? Do you just like use your hands entirely?
I just pull out like my spell book or something.
Okay,
So
I
I
just
guess I'm like
never
holding a
asked.
spell book.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
just
walk
gonna
around
like.
with a dagger.
That's what I was
I
curious.
mean,
No,
I
like.
guess I have one, but
Well, no, that's what I'm curious. Like, what do you honestly like carry around a lot? Do you keep the spellbook out, or do you keep it in a bag? Do you?
well, I imagine you have like one of those belt things. It's kind of like attached to my side, and when I need to, I can like detach it from my like belt and like scroll through it.
Yep.
So
I never asked
have
because like.
my-
As far as I know, like your character's almost completely naked. That's the thing is we never really talk about what your characters wear. So I want to try
Honestly,
actually.
I need to draw a Razzie in like actual clothing. I want to, but I suck at it.
I think yeah, Lavitz is basically the only character that actually has equipment on. Everyone else is just kind of naked.
Even then, that's just a stock photo I found.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
no one
exactly.
has clothes. Technically, everyone is wearing the exact same like leather vest from like the leather vest all like the this is like the leather vest company, you know, LLC that makes all the leather vests in the land.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, continue your bridge escapades.
Red Rover, send Razzie right over.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Razzie. I'll be right behind you.
That's fine. Now get your ass over here.
Iris steps up, kind of like even though he's watched all of you across, he's still skeptical, and he kind of like puts his foot on the first plank and kind of pushes a little, and then he like puts a little more pressure, and then he like takes his other leg and like puts it on the plank. He's just like standing on the first plank and like staring at the bridge. Yeah, the bridge is still stable, and like starts to like lift up his right leg, and then he starts like wobbling and like loses his balance. He's like, and then he just runs across. It's like, ah! It's,
Uh,
sorry, yeah,
hold
You
on.
good?
good.
Lavitz.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Which is good.
It's still standing. That's cool.
Hold on.
Yes.
Lavitz, make a dexterity check.
Oh no. A dexterity like saving throw or just dex?
Straight dex. Okay. Iris.
That's me.
Iris. As you all kind of watching Iris move across the bridge, you just hear faintly behind you, you hear the sounds of someone yell, "The mage is crossing! Fire now!" As
Ah!
you hear, as you know, as you're kind of unaware, Lavitz, you look down at you kind of looking there, and there's now a axe that just barely misses you as it is flung directly at you, along with you too. It seems to miss you, Razzie, as well as Lavitz, as the axe goes flying into the wooden post of the bridge, cutting the bridge loose.
Iris Misty
Oh.
steps. Just teleports the fuck off of that bitch right away. I'm out. I am on good land. Shoo! I
It's a-
teleport. And
Misty
I fall into
Step.
Model T's arms,
Misty Step is a bonus action, not a reaction.
I suppose. Do I just not get to do anything? Do I just sit here and take it?
It's technically a reaction. I will say you fall a little bit before you do that, though.
Okay.
So you kind of
Does this, like touch his foot?
basically you are falling and as it is an immediate kind of thing, you fall and just barely able to catch yourself, and you basically teleport up 30 feet, but in the panic, I will say you fall and take 1d6 fall damage as the momentum from falling carries over to you actually landing. So it would
Okay.
actually technically be 30 feet of falling, so that's
Ooh.
actually 2d6.
Okay. Then I mean, would I still Misty Step if I already like?
You do
fell?
Misty Step.
But
but-
like,
It's technically
Okay.
how momentum is carried. It's kind of like Portal, where you fell like 20 feet, but then you Misty Stepped onto the area above.
okay,
It's only 6, though.
okay.
And after you hear the yelling of "Get the mage," they all attack.
Oh god.
Let me restart the. Everyone roll initiative.
What? Yes, Sam.
But no, that was actually quick thinking, Wiz.
Scared to know what would have happened if he couldn't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess
Technically,
I also have a fly spell, but
well, it's the fact that it's technically a reaction, and he didn't say he had anything as a reaction. So it's like, technically it should take him 6 seconds to cast the Misty Step,
yeah.
but I'm
it's
not going
one
to
of those
deal
things
with
that's
gravity.
Like, yeah, it's like if I'm falling, like
Because
I
Misty
would
Step,
use a spell, like a reaction in D&D is kind of like a logistics thing with like fighting. I feel like that's like I'm about to die. I'm gonna teleport so I don't die, and I'm still like using a spell. You know
well,
what
it's
I mean?
because Misty Step has a verbal component, so the question is how fast can you say a verbal component while falling?
That's fair.
But then again, that also kind of negates reaction spells, because even reaction spells cost like components, so it's kind of weird. It's like how it's like kind of like Naruto, you just like doing hand signs like within a
Yeah.
fraction of a second. It's a little bit weird on that end, but that's why I'm not going to
Well-
make you like fall directly into the pit. But I will say that is
I will.
something
I would
from
also.
it.
I would also say in this one instance, he was already nervous about crossing the bridge, so I'd imagine it's
Yeah.
one of those things where you're like, oh, if someone like comes in and tries to like attack me, I'd be able to do this. So if he's like, okay, I'm going across this bridge. If it somehow falls out from under me, this is my backup plan.
Yep, that is called a readied action.
So I think
Which I technically didn't do, I guess. So
Yeah,
you technically didn't
technically,
do.
it's one of those things. Like,
Iris was already.
yeah, it's like what would your character do versus what you say you do, and it's like assumed character things.
If he's standing on the first step, like unsure, my guess is, yeah. He's already been like, if this starts to fall out from under me, I'll Misty Step across.
It's those situations that I want you to verbally say what your character does, so I don't have to assume.
okay, that's fair.
Because assuming things about your character is taking away player agency.
I assume Shadow would attack whoever is about to attack us first.
Yes, you all won the initiative. They're at the bottom.
Hey,
Oh yeah, I'm just curious. What like constitutes being surprised? Because technically, Model T, according to his like stat block, whatever, can't be surprised. I'm assuming that this is like different. This is like
This-
ambush.
They did not get a surprise round. I will say there was a perception. I did actually have him roll perception, but you rolled a 5.
Yeah.
I would say if he has a stat block that says he can't be surprised, what that would mean is if I were to do a surprise round, every enemy would get to act first, except Model T. He would actually get to act on what would be his turn. So, for example, I would attack all of you. Model T would get 1 turn, and then we would start a regular turn cycle.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, just because he can't be
just curious.
surprised. Yeah, just because he can't be surprised doesn't mean everyone else can't be surprised.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So he would basically, he always gets a free action at the start of any turn. Also, welcome on in, people. Oh, but it is you all goes first.
Huh?
It can be decided between Labbits and Razzie.
I'll let
Uh,
Razzie go first.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Thank
Well, by
you
default,
for
I
hanging out with
can't
us
see
long
what's
enough
going
to
on.
accrue the
Um,
appropriate amount of channel
But
points
I
for
am
said
going
song
to
redemption.
move. At least. So,
Okay.
10, 15, 20,
Jesus, I just fucking
25,
I was just
30.
Okay, okay.
And that's all I'm going to do for right now. But yeah. Yeah, that's
did-
all I'm gonna do right now.
You
'Cause I don't know
can
what
attack the person in front of you. Did I make sure that they are?
The dynamic lighting is still like over them.
Hydrate.
Let me do this real fast then.
Oh yeah, there's like a big.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, okay. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
That was
It's-
no. There we go.
Yeah, I'll go back to my spot. I was just waiting right here.
Yep, there we go.
Can I web them then? Before
Yes. Designate the area of the web.
Basically, at least to get these two, but can I make it to where it's like the bottom of the web? Okay, basically the corner, not where I'm in, even though it doesn't affect me, but that would be the beginning of it,
Yep.
if that's possible.
Are you
Like
talking-
that's like the left
There you go.
left-
Like this.
bottom corner.
There we go. Like this.
Also remember it is 40 feet, but yes, like that. Yeah, that was what I meant.
Yep, there we go. It doesn't have to be 40 feet. It's just up to
Yeah,
40
I
feet.
know, but like just
Oh wait, what?
options, you know. What?
So I got rated twice in a row.
Oh, what?
Continue what you're doing, Razzie.
Oh, okay. Would that count as an action since it came with the cape?
Yes.
no?
Anything you
Okay,
do like
so
that
it
is
would be bonus
actions.
action now. Is the I guess that's a knight. That's a knight, right? Technically.
Yep.
If I were to describe it. Can I like tail swipe them? They're in like 5 feet range. It's
Yep.
just they're diagonal to me. I'm gonna try and tail swipe them.
Hmm.
What?
That definitely hits.
Ooh.
You tail swipe him. He is. Let me make two deck saves to see if they actually are standing up or not. They failed both of their deck saves. They are both entangled, and whenever you strike him, you also had advantage on that as well, which in this case didn't matter. But they are definitely they are knocked down completely.
Awesome. That'll be my turn.
Cool.
Levitz, it's your go.
All right. So, I'm going to command Model T to, not like as an action, but I'm just going to have him move into range of one of the people. Is it possible for someone to like stand in like that square or that square? Is that like open enough around that rock?
Yep.
For someone to stand in?
Yep.
Okay.
Most squares are okay. You
Just
can always. Yeah, most squares are okay.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure. So I'm going to command Model T to move forward 2 spaces to stand next to this lady. And then I'm going to. Well, no. I have to have his turn after. Can't just like. I'm going to use my bonus action, have Model T do something when it's his turn. And then I'm going to move in to range of the lady. I whip out my warhammer, spin it around a little bit, and then I go in for the overhead slam twice.
Yep, you have advantage.
Heck yeah. Where's my... Is it?
Yep, both times. And you clobber them in, and you hit this lady so hard that you cave in the chest of the woman. Her her bouncy, voluptuous breasts were not able to brace the impact of the hammer.
No, all I have is bananas.
All right.
Wow.
Cool. And with that, I'll have Model T's turn begin. One sec while I pull up his character sheet. I'll have him move in towards the knight, and I'll
But
have
the
him...
wolf-
Make a dex save.
Wait, does
That is covered in web.
move if you have a bonus action?
What?
He's using his
I thought you
bonus.
use Oh.
Oh wait, yeah,
Yeah,
Levitz. Yeah, you
I
use your.
my bonus action to make him do action. He
Ooh.
can
Got
move
it.
on his turn. But
Okay.
for him to the only action he can take on his turn is the dodge action, unless I use my bonus action
Yeah.
to command him to do something else
Roll
beyond
check.
dodge. Which I did. So I'll have Model T move in and do a force empowered rend against the knight.
Sure, but he does need to make a dex save as he
Oh,
has
yeah,
entered
that's
the
right.
web.
Let me do that for you.
Sorry, it seemed like the most efficient place.
Nope, you are very smart with that. Razzie, what's your spellcasting modifier? I think it's actually 15.
Probably is.
Yep, so your attack is going to be with disadvantage. The Model T walks over and begins to just walk through the cobwebs as they are regular, and as he does, he is unaware and just trounces right in and gets his legs caught in webs.
Oh no.
Alright, that's fine. He'll still go in for the attack, even though he's covered in webs. Disadvantage. Probably doesn't hit.
The webs from all the
12 is a little
spiders.
bit low.
Yep. Alright.
Catching things and eating their insides.
And then with that, I'll end my turn.
No, what are you doing?
Call you. Hear your voice of treason. I gotta summon my Shadow Blade. Whoop-a-pow.
Yep, that's your bonus action.
Ciao.
Alright, and then can I see this person that's in front of Razzie
Yep,
from this angle?
yep.
Can I throw my Shadow Blade at them?
It will be at disadvantage.
That's fine. It'll
I
hit
don't
regardless.
roll too low. Please don't hit me.
No, I got this. Watch. Watch this.
So I'm not sure if you all know this,
Damn it.
but if you are knocked prone, you have, if someone tries to attack you with melee, it's at advantage. But if you try to fire something at like a range attack, it's actually a disadvantage.
Wait, I'm knocked down?
No, he is.
So he's
weird.
essentially prone.
Yeah, he is prone. Oddly enough, if someone is prone, you get a disadvantage as attacking them with a ranged attack, which is really kind of
Which makes
weird.
sense, though, because of the fact that most range attacks rely on height. Since they're on the ground,
Yeah.
it's harder to hit them.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only reason it's weird is because you can technically end your turn by falling prone as a free action, and then have disadvantage on anyone attacking you with a ranged attack, and then get up on your turn as a free action as well.
Free
D&D
this
is
action.
weird. D&D's weird.
Okay. So I think I missed my throw.
Yes, you basically throw your blade and it lands right beside the guy's head, as it was where it would have been if he was standing up, but it just barely messes him as he is kind of wrapped up in these webs on the floor.
So I can still move.
Yep.
Do I still have one more attack? or no?
That is, you would, I would say only because you threw your blade. No,
Damn it.
you
I'm
can,
just gonna stay here.
attack someone with a punch though.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, you can do one singular punch.
I'm gonna go over to him.
Yeah.
Woof these claws, mother fluffer.
Punch him.
Ow.
There we go. 6 damage. That'll definitely
And
hit.
then move back. Yay.
Like throw your blade and you pick up your blade on the way back.
Yeah, I'm like, there you go. That leaves Iris, the strongest of our party.
Iris, do something.
Iris does something.
Hey, what are you doing? Why are you always
Um,
like so?
I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on the dude in the. Or no, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on this person up here.
Okay.
You're getting a little bit fatter. You're definitely heavier. You're heavy. You're fucking heavy. What, you don't like your...
1 second. That. We're gonna do it at level 1.
Level 1? What? Jesus Christ. 46? Wait, what? Is that what it does?
What?
Jesus.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, it does. What you?
I'm
That
confused.
stream run in the background and watch some Ghost Hunters? Hell yeah.
Okay. Which one did you do that against?
The far one. This person.
Oh, thank you. You kind of see them. You kind of look back, and you're like, you barely peek out a guy from a corner, as he does have a plus to his AC due to being partially covered. But you're like, this is Guiding Bolt, and you basically, what do you say, Iris, to cast your spell?
Bippity boppity. Find where he's at. I don't know.
And as you say that, the bolt leaves your hands as you're kind of making the motions, and it blasts straight into the guy, and it basically pierces him through the chest. He falls over.
Sweet.
It is the enemy's turn. You hear some. First off, you hear 2 people doing a kind of loud chanting together. And as they do, you just kind of, you're not really too sure you understood why, but some coins seem to be levitating in front of you, and now are viciously moving at you. Iris, you would recognize this as the Animate Object spell, as these random coins seem to viciously come to life. So,
Was it just casted?
yes, by people behind the wall.
Can I counterspell it?
I would say give me a perception check real fast, just to see if you can even kind of like hear it. I forget if it's just C or if it's hear and see. Yeah, give me a perception check and I'll tell you if you can. Okay, 2 nat 20s.
I think I see them. I'm not sure. I know
Double.
I've noticed them.
Well, there goes your luck
I'm
for the
looking so hard it's a little disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like,
they have definitely been seen. That little tiny
Seen but not
sliver. Yes, you may cast Counterspell.
what is seen is unseen. Counterspell.
Yep, but as you kind of do, you kind of see the coins begin to kind of like shake, and then they fall back down to the ground.
Neat.
You see this almost, out of the side, you see this person coming out, who seems to be covered in these kind of almost tribal tattoos. They are going to put their hands against the ground and start a huge spike wave of
I'll be right
earth
back.
that heads directly to you, Iris. Make a dex save. These spikes hit you and knock you back into the pit. Because you did not decide to move away from the pit of the thing that has no ropes or bridges. They knock you back 5 feet. Along with doing 5 damage.
Alrighty.
Make one more dex save. Okay, as you are falling, you manage to just barely hit with one of your hands as you reach out and grab the ledge. You are now dangling from the ledge of the pit.
Zoinks.
The other one, I would say that's one. The other one is going to come over here and do a earth wave at you both. Actually, all 3 of you. Razzie, Lavitz, and Saber, make a dex save.
Oh,
For combat music. And Shadow, make a dex save for me. Shut up. Did Wufu AFK without telling us? Oh. I'll roll a d20. He makes it. Lavitz, you barely make it. Razzie, you are not only hit by it, but you're also pushed back 5 feet, slamming against this wall up here. Razzie take 10 damage, and Shadow and Lavitz take 5. Razzie, it's your go. You're also knocked prone, so you have to use half your movement to get up.
damn it. Okay, I'm going to get up. Sadly. So that takes away 15.
I'm back.
I need to see.
Just take 5 damage, Shadow, and you're good.
Oh, wait.
Actually, I know what I want to do. Let me check real fast, but I am going to wild shape. Give me a second.
Yep, Lavitz, it's your go. I'll get back to Razzie in a second.
Sorry.
Cool. Let's see. I'll let them continue fighting in that little web pit. I'll divert my attention back to these 2, what seem to be monks. And let's see.
Epic battle music in this. Battle music sucks.
I'm going to use a bonus action and cast Arcane Weapon. And then I'm going to run up to the monk and for the Arcane Weapon, I'm gonna make my Warhammer hammer covered in fire again. And then I'm just gonna make 2 attacks against the top monk.
Do that. So as you run over to this guy, he sees you as he just kind of recently cast the one spell. He kind of puts up his arms, and you see this almost this rock that begins to almost come out of his flesh itself as the rocks form over his arms. And he begins to like brace himself from your attack. But as he does, your hammer is very good against rocks. Not only does the rocks shatter, but from where it was on his skin, you almost just see the bones crack underneath as the fire begins to lap from your weapon, almost as like a ensnaring tangle, as you basically crush down. And as his arms kind of get blasted into no use, the follow-up was with a straight hit to the chest, lighting and singeing a mark into his chest as it is caved in as well.
Ooh.
Nice.
Well, bam.
Razzie, it is... Oh, yeah, Razzie, it's your go.
Okay. Basically, going to turn to blinking, and I'm going to go near Iris so I can like gather myself, and if that's okay.
Yep.
And that's all I need. All I can do, but still.
Pull me up, pull me up, pull me
You just see the face of this looking down at you as you are as you are like dangling above a pit. You just see that face staring down at you.
Ramsey, get me out of here!
There we go.
Give me out.
Shadow, it's your go.
It's my go. So what? We still have the entangled guy, and then we still have the guy down there.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna give him 2 slashes. Wapow. Wapow.
Yeah, that. You can describe that, Shadow, as you just dealt 45 damage to him in a single turn.
All right.
Yeah, that's
like...
40. Wait, yeah, no, that's 45 damage.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm sick and tired of this nonsense. Quit monkeying around. I'm the only true monk. No, I was kidding. No, so I walk right over to him, just go, swah, swah, swah. 3 blade strikes through him. He falls into the ground, into pieces, and bleeds out and dies.
Sick.
And then I turn towards Lavids. I'm like, nice work on the other one.
Same to you.
Iris, you may use your action to attempt to pull yourself up. I'm assuming that's what you're going to be doing, right?
Yeah.
Make a strength check with advantage. Don't roll 2 nat 1s.
Hector Von Gray.
Don't roll. Or is it a strength check?
No, strength check, yes. You're not saving, you are checking. Let me think for a second. You basically, so you see Razzie, who you recognize at this point. They are basically, they run over to you in this hyena form, and they kind of like try to bite at your hair to kind of help pull you up, and you're able to get another arm up on the ledge to keep you, at least you prevented yourself from falling with the help, but you still just, you know, you read too many books and you skipped arm day too many times, and you were not able to pull yourself up successfully.
Yeah. That sounds like me, but even minus like the reading book part.
This guy is definitely no more. The one guy is going to try to get out of the web and is stuck, and is going to just try to swipe at the legs of Model T. Ooh, that's so lucky. What's the AC of Model T again? I think I have it written down.
15.
Yep, good thing he had disadvantage because he got a nat 20 on his first attack.
doesn't really matter if Model T dies or not. He comes back really fast.
Yeah, but since it's a disadvantage, because Model T took the dodge action, he did not. Let me double check the. Yep, Shadow, you are just barely able to make out someone, and they are going to fire a crossbow bolt, directly at you. What do you do?
Okay. I'm gonna dodge, or wait, hold on. Are you holding?
Yep.
Hold on. That's
Holding,
Iris. Are you holding?
holding, still.
Sorry, 2 seconds. Okay. Wait.
I never really
I've never
used.
been in this situation before. Can I deflect?
Yes, you may. If I'm
Or-
not mistaken, it is 1d10 plus your monk level.
Okay.
What do I
1d10.
what do I have written down on your thing, or did you pull it up or not?
I looked it up. It says reduce projectile by 1d10 plus 10 damage.
Okay, yep, it's your dex modifier plus your monk level. So go ahead and roll the d10 for me.
Ah.
Seven. Okay. This bolt would have been fired at you for 14 damage as the arrow went sailing directly for your chest, seeing as you were focused on the one guy. But as you kind of feel that familiar sense of being fired upon, you basically grab the arrow mid-air.
What?
You have the ability to spend a key point and throw it back at them if you wish.
Sure. Can I see
Uh,
them?
Yes, you can. They are just barely because of the way that you were fired. Go ahead and roll 2d10. Oh, sorry, 2d12. Oh, yeah, 2d10, yeah. Nat 10 and Nat 1. You basically sling this bolt directly back at them, lodging it in the arm of them as they drop their crossbow in the process.
Yeah. I did it. Also, tequila. We'll come in.
The other woman who apparently was casting the animate object spell is now going to walk over here, and she is going to scream that with the power of Odin, I command the lightning to strike down my enemies. Model T, Shadow, and Lavitz, make a dex save.
Not 20. Damn it.
Can't win them all.
And make one more dex save for Model T.
Ah, yes.
I'll let you choose which, So Model T, made the 21. Lavitz and Shadow, take... Double check the spell. Take 15 lightning damage.
15.
Yep, and Model T takes 8.
Right.
Razzie, it is your go.
Cool. Even though I doubt it, can I try and help Iris again?
You did help.
Oh yeah.
Would you like to make a strength check instead of giving him advantage instead?
Yeah. I'm gonna suck at it, but yes, I would like to try.
You can technically bless you can technically I will allow you to bless this with a 1d4 Iris.
It's like a spell.
You're a bard.
Yeah, but what if I don't want to cast it?
You don't have to.
I choose not to.
Go ahead, make that strength check, Hyena.
Actual check, not saving throw.
Nope. Just to clarify, saving throw is if something is acting upon you. Checks or if you are acting upon something else. So if like if the wall was like for some reason alive and was pushing him off, he would make a strength saving throw to avoid it. Whereas in this case, he is acting upon the wall, trying to get up, which would make it a strength check. So that is
As it goes.
the differences.
Never mind, I'm not doing.
Lavitz, it's your go. You do technically have your movement and bonus action, I will say, Razzie, but that is up to you.
Since I can see the person in the distance, I am going to personally take a step forward, and then I raise both my hands up. They start to glow, and then I cast
Believer, believer.
I cast Eldritch Blast.
You have that?
You have that?
I took the feat.
Yep. He took Magic Adept feat.
So
It should be 2d10.
Yep. I have to make separate
Yep.
rolls for it as well. So
The Eldritch Blast.
18.
they have to make separate rolls for each blast.
Yeah, but it's not 2d10, it's 1d10 twice.
Oh yeah. Just choose the first one. They're
Yeah.
the same rules, which I need to fix that.
Yeah, so the damage says 2d10, so it's basically 9 damage for her.
Cool. Yeah, so
Yep.
I shoot that at them. It's more like an energy projectile from my mitts.
Yep.
Is how I'll describe it. And then I'll use my bonus action to have Model T try and attack the knight with a rend.
Good. It is a normal attack because you both have. Oh, what's the damage on that?
It's 1d8 plus.
Oh, there we go.
3.
It's you got 9 damage on it. If you click it, it does do the damage.
Yep.
9 damage to the guy down below. As he has previously taken damage, he is almost Model T is still being tangled up in the webs a little bit as well. But he basically, as they're kind of fighting like two very, very, basically two stuck foes together, they're kind of like battling it out against the webs. And one of Model T's metallic arm just punches straight through the armor. And now the webs are coated in this red blood. And Razzie, what are you doing with your bonus action?
Okay, so.
This
give me a
guy's
second to
dead.
go back on the tab.
This guy's dead now, though.
Damn it. Okay. Give me a second. I want to see if I can.
I have no idea what currently is playing. Oh, I don't like. Hold on.
I forgot I need to use rest. I was gonna say it's hard because I'm trying and now I can't see.
You're good. What are you doing, Mazzy? There we
I was
go.
going to see if I could. I wanted to see if she was in sort of teleport distance, and then I was just going to teleswipe her, but I needed the really real fast.
Yep. Let me just update this character.
Yeah, she's in teleport distance.
Okay, you teleport over there.
And I'm going to teleswipe if I success. So let
Okay.
me do it.
No sneak attack. You do hit her for 3 damage. as you kind of tail swipe at her legs.
Since my teleport is 40, but I have like 50 overall, does that mean I can like move back if I want to, or do I just like?
You'd be moving through the web to get back, but you'd have to you can't blink back. You can only blink forward.
Yeah, no, I mean like I would move into the web. That's what I meant. I just want to make sure I can move.
You can, but she would get an attack of opportunity against you.
True. Okay, then I'll just stay there.
You have now been Iris. You see the hyena that was cutely looking at you just blink away in an instant, as you are now still dangling there.
Okay.
Shadow, it's your go.
3. We're gonna march on over to this person. I'm assuming. Wait, is this the person that shot me?
Yep.
Alright. We're gonna hit you with what? Bam. I don't know.
The 13 does miss, but the 14 just barely hits. She basically dropped her crossbow to get to you, but as she doesn't even know, basically, like, you don't even run, you teleport in front of her, as she's kind of, like, reaching down to grab her crossbow bolt again, and as she does, you slice, straight through, separating her head from her shoulders, as she is bending down to get up the crossbow, expecting you to run at her.
Decapitated.
Iris, what would you like to do?
I let go.
Decapitated.
I let go, and I cast fly at myself.
Kitsumochi, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the raid.
You begin to fall, and right before your back catches one of these spikes, you feel almost this mystical energy catch you, as you barely save yourself from being impaled by the spikes. You lift yourself up. I would say you fell a little bit, not too much. You have about, I would say, 20 feet of your movement left.
Alright. I'm gonna, like, hover over
Elrog.
5, 10, 15.
You see
20.
your...
I just fly next to Lavitz.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to
Get onto them for not saving you.
let's see. So I casted that. Is fly concentration? I forgot.
Yes, it is 100% concentration.
Okay, I'm gonna
No,
drop it and then
too late.
use a bonus action, healing word myself.
Okay, healing word isn't concentration.
Go check out Kitsu. Give him a little follow.
I don't.
Check your chat.
Healing word isn't concentration.
No, I'm
Iris.
gonna drop the concentration of fly anyway. I don't need to fly.
Okay, if you really want, that's your choice.
Yeah, I'll get back on the ground.
Do you want to fly over the webs?
No. I want to heal.
I thought. Wait, don't.
7.
Oh, yeah, you don't. Wait, do you not have Cure Wounds, Iris?
I do, but Cure Wounds is an action.
I keep forgetting that. Yep, you're good. You heal. There wasn't a 1 or 2. Yep, you heal 7.
I end my turn promptly.
Iris. Oh, no, sorry. Let's see. You hear the girl once again, calling out to cast some sort of spell. Razzie, T, and Lavitz, make a dex save.
First one will be for Lavitz. Both bad.
What's worse is Razzie has the +7 here.
I can't see anything on my side.
They just all seem to be keeping in the formation of a straight line, Shadow.
Okay.
You see, Poseidon, may the waters cleanse them of their sins. As a huge, as all the water condensation that seems to be, up on the ceiling because it's a damp cavern, all of the water, you almost bracing for this another lightning attack as you're kind of like having everything ready, and then you just hear us say this as the water droplets above the cave turn into these ice spikes as they all fall on top of the heads of all of you. That is 10 damage to all 3 of you.
Who's all 3?
That
All
is
3.
Hyena, Model T, and Lavitz.
Okay.
It is. Your go, Lavitz.
Alright. So get this.
Getting.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast again.
Mhm.
This time, Lavitz's boots, they start to glow. He jumps up, does a heel click, and the beams come out of there.
A heel click?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking heel like Heal. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Like a toe or like a foot.
Yeah.
Because I can cast out of anything that's enchanted.
Yep.
I've seen his feet.
So the only reason I was confused is because I thought you were saying heel.
Yeah.
Like heel.
No, I get it. And I send them both at the lady again.
2 damage. You deal 2 damage.
I then move out of the way. I wrap around.
You don't stand in a straight line in front of the caster. Good job.
It was a bit of an oversight. I then order Model T to take an action by taking my bonus action. Have him move out of the way, and then I'm going to have him use a repair.
Okay, he has 10 more health.
Heck yeah.
Shadow,
And that'll be it.
it's your go.
Is Trick still hanging? Or sorry, is Wizrad? No, sorry, is Iris still hanging off?
No, I flew. I literally casted fly and just like zipped out.
No one else
Can we move
saved him,
forward?
so he decided to save himself.
The heat of battle, man.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't blame anybody for it. Nobody's gonna like drop what they're doing and like in the middle of
Save
getting
you?
shot. It's like they're not gonna do that.
Oh,
They're
yeah, I
just
can
gonna
move over there.
fine. I have magic.
So I'm gonna move up to this person.
I can handle myself.
Whack!
I'll save myself.
Whack!
She pops up a shield on the second attack. But the shield just barely doesn't cut in time. She takes most of her damage as she kind of has up and you kind of hit through the shield and it blunts it just enough that you would have sliced through her chest, and instead you just barely cut into the skin, just enough to make her start bleeding out from her chest.
Okay, and then as my bonus action, wabam!
Okay, you are just hitting, you do a Shadow. What do you do, Shadow? You just
As
your
I
nat
kind of hit
20s.
the shield. What?
I would say your nat 20s.
Okay, as I hit, I'm assuming I'm killing them.
Yep.
Okay, as I hit with my second attack and blunt the shield down enough, I'm gonna reach over it and then like pierce their throat with my claws and just like rip in and squeeze and then like pull and then shove them over.
As you do
And-
that, the blood begins to almost be absorbed into the claws of your hand itself.
Okay. Is that relevant?
No, continue.
Okay, then I shove him down, and then I turn towards Razzie. I go, "Are you okay?"
could be better. But
You
yeah.
say that in yips. You're
Yeah,
a hyena.
I
doing
know,
what
it's
they're doing.
always in yips, but it's just like, if I could, it's just, could always be better. I do headbutt his leg, though.
Ah.
Softly, not to hurt him.
Strangely reminiscent of the Goblin Children.
All of the enemies that you can see are gone for now. I'm assuming that you dropped the web, Razzie.
Yeah.
Iris, are you okay? Are you okay? Speak to me, Iris.
I've never come back
Iris.
before.
Iris.
Oh my god. Did you see that though? That was so cool. I flew.
Shadow
was
did
a
not
little
see.
preoccupied. I'm sorry.
Oh. It's okay. I guess it was alright.
I had to
Sure, it
take
was
care.
amazing.
I
Thanks.
had to take care of
Cyrus.
some people.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
They were shooting at us with.
No, I
Your crossbow.
get it. I get it. Like, heat of battle, you know? Everyone's got their things to do. I took care of it. It's fine.
Model T approaches.
Model T.
Oh.
How are you holding
Um,
up?
Model T approaches and is like, "Dumbass, why didn't you use that sooner? Would have caused your problems to be solved much quicker."
Exactly.
Iris like looks at him and is like, "Sorry, I'm not perfect."
Levitz, speak.
Oh yeah, my bad. I thought you were straight up like just inserting Model T into the like
Oh no
conversation.
no.
No, I
Uh,
thought Schmitty like, I guess he was like gonna say something, and then his mic just started
Righto.
bugging. And I was like,
Keep
oh, I
it
guess
going.
I say something now.
Hello?
There we
Hi.
go.
Okay. Amazing timing.
Yeah, you're just like Model T approaches, and I was like, oh shit. Okay.
Don't make conversation with yourself.
Like, okay, let's talk to myself. Let's do it.
No.
No.
I'm just gonna drop that point. No.
Okay.
Okay. So what are you all? Okay, so all of the enemies that you can see have been defeated. What are you doing now?
How's everyone feeling?
I'm a little worse for wear, but we must press on.
What's everyone's relative hit points?
And
I'm going on wild shape if that's okay.
If you'd like to, yes, you may.
I think I'm
That still makes it to where I have one, but yeah, I would like to.
13, I think.
Wait, how much HP did you say, Razzie?
Like, are we talking about now?
Yeah.
Now, because of the fact that I'm not yeeing, 16.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Dude.
give Shadow a level 2 Cure Wounds hug.
Hurry.
6, no.
Wow. I 69 Shadow and it revitalizes him.
By 15 points.
Oh yeah.
As
Sarah,
one does.
How are you handling concentration? 'Cause I remember you saying something at one.
Just as long as concentration doesn't overlap with each other, you're fine. I'm not gonna make like concentration checks and stuff.
Okay.
As long as you're not doing two things that both require concentration, you're free to do whatever.
It's never good when GM asks about HP. Sure.
My hammer is still on fire.
Yep, your hammer is still on fire. What, for the next hour or so?
I hold it up like a torch now.
Fire him.
Nice.
You are now emitting bright light in a 20-foot radius around yourself. Dim for 40.
Yo, they ain't that.
Razzie and Iris, how are you doing? Are you feeling better or okay? So I still have one more heal I can provide.
Razzie said they were at 16.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay. I think Razzie could use it more than I could.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, Razzie, hold out your arm. My little glove pulls out another needle, and then I stick it in.
I don't like it.
You literally make needles, remember, Razzie?
I don't know what you're talking
Reroll that cure wounds, by the way, Levitz.
Okay.
When have I made ne- I
Uh,
make darts, so
Ra-
technically yes it is.
Razzie,
Reroll.
take 8 HP. You get the minimum roll of 3.
That's better than that.
Also, I do
I'm
not
going
want...
to take one good berry though, just because I don't like that it's 24 and I want it to be 25.
Yep, you're good. You may now continue the rest of your dungeoning. Cave exploration.
If it's alright with you guys, I would like to give Model T a little bit of attention, and then I proceed to cast Mending on Model T to start healing him.
Who just followed? Shadow, make a perception check.
I am feeling very perceptive.
And
this
Razzie can
check.
make a perception check as well.
As Model T is being mended, he goes, "Do you have something that does that, but for my emotions?"
You just Razzie and Shadow. I do not.
We're
like this
heroes!
Music. I do not like this music. I don't like music with lyrics. I need to find lyrics. You kind of hear the sound of. You hear faintly in the distance someone saying, "Help! Help! Help! I've been stuck in a barrel! Help!"
What?
What?
I think we should ignore it and move on.
I don't think no.
Oh. Did you see that?
Just barely, but yeah.
What was that?
What is the time frame of these things happening?
What was the time frame of what?
Well,
What, like Iris? What are
I'm-
you doing?
Well, we would
Iris
naturally.
is just recovering from.
Okay, so there you're
almost
just sitting.
falling, like,
Okay.
multiple times. Yeah, I'm just sitting around.
Okay.
I think.
I will say, sorry, Shadow and Razzie, as you come around the corner, you just kind of hear what sounds to be, ow, 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 as you see a barrel rolling down these, steps right here, and landing at the bottom. You just
I
hear,
don't know.
help, they've stuck me in a
Which one of us-
barrel!
I'm a little
which one of us
suspicious.
has more health just in case anything bad happens?
I'm a little suspicious.
I am too, but I want to check it out because someone's asking for help.
Wait, maybe we can get Model T to check it out.
True.
You just kind of hear
But-
what sounds to be banging from the inside, banging on wood essentially. As you just kind of hear the sounds of someone like trying to knock open the ends of the barrel.
I want to open it because I'm curious. Can you just like stay by just in case?
Yes, I will stay back 10 feet.
Actually, I should actually have a crowbar because of my like thieves tools. Can I just like try and pry it open
Yes,
if
you
I
may.
even need to do?
Go ahead and make
I
a
love
strength check.
What Wolfie?
It's always
What Wolfie?
Yes, you're prying something open.
I'm weak as shit.
You try to kind of. This seems to be extremely tightly sealed. As you kind of see and you hear what
Okay.
sounds to be someone in there, and they're kind of banging to get out.
Can I borrow your crowbar?
Yeah.
Let me try.
Yes. Shadow. You begin to pry it open, and you're like, Razzie, let me get this. You open the lid to it, and as you do that, Razzie and Shadow make a dex save.
Damn it, I knew it.
So as you were opening it, Shadow, you begin to see black powder pour out into your hand. And as it does, the barrel suddenly gets hit with a flaming arrow from someone in the distance. And the barrel explodes.
Blah!
Take 31 damage, Razzie and Shadow.
Thanks, Razzie. You just
I'm
had to. You just
sorry.
had to. I was like, let's leave it. Let's leave it. Ah. Okay, I get knocked. Boom. I'm at 0 HP now.
Same.
Uh,
Sorry.
Iris and Lavitz, you hear the sound of a very loud explosion coming from the distance.
I run towards it.
Yeah, same.
Where did they go?
Razzie, we literally saw somebody up there push this down towards us.
You see what looks to be Razzie and Shadow unconscious on the ground with fires lapping across to their chest as the leather seems to be almost consumed in this layer of fire.
Shit.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah, I run over and I cast Healing Word on Razzie. Or you know what? I'm there. I can just Cure Wounds it. Never mind. I'm gonna Cure Wounds.
I'll try and just like stabilize Shadow since I'm out of spells.
Oh no! Okay, it's fine. I'm
Actually,
healing.
no. I've got this. I use my one use of my spell refueling ring to gain back a second level spell slot. I will then cast Cure Wounds at a second level.
Sure, and as both of you are taking the action to do that, you see you don't see, but a cloaked figure comes out from the top here. Not sure, is this on the GM layer or the token layer?
I don't see anything. But I also just might not be in the field of view with like the dynamic lighting.
Let me see if it's this, let me see what layer this is on. Oh, okay, never mind, you're good. You see, you don't see, but something comes out, and, Iris and Lavitz make a dex save. Iris and Lavitz accept Model T. As you're both going over to run over to Shadow and Razzie, a guy comes over to a wall up here, pulls on a lever, and rocks fall from the edges of the walls here, hitting you both for 10 damage each. And now you are now technically still in combat, as this guy has rolled a 19 on his surprise round attack.
Did we do our heals though?
You are doing that on... I would say Lavitz is able to get his off on his turn. Right now. He rolled a 19 on his.
For the healing? Or...
So it is your turn. That let's say that damage was done, and
Oh,
now it is your turn.
Okay, yeah. I try to cast Cure Wounds at the second level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it rolled correctly. The 1d8
It-
plus 4, that's good, but I think I need another d8 since
Yeah, I'll give you one more D8.
it's only casting it the first.
Wait, you said you're casting it first or second? You said second.
No, sorry, I'm casting it at second level, but it casted at a first level for some reason.
Nope, look above it. See the 7, and then there's the 1 above it. That 1 is the second level. It does the
Oh, is it?
original... Yeah, it does the 1, and then the higher level
Oh.
casting is done above.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I will say you reroll this. So, Shadow, take 10 health.
10 health.
Yep, you gain 10 health.
I'm at 10 health. Kind of like wake up and shake my head a little bit and look around. I'm like, what happened?
I don't know what
Um,
happened. You just ran over here and we heard an explosion and
You're hopefully a little bit beter now, but be careful.
Lavitz. It got a nat 20 on its, hit towards you. It fires a crossbow directly at you, Lavitz, right behind Shadow. That 20... What is this? Oh yeah, that's not hex damage. 18 damage, Lavitz, to behind Shadow.
Am now down.
No!
As you are basically bending down to heal Shadow, this guy just completely fires a crossbow right at you.
Alright. Well, Model T still also has to take his turn. And so when I'm down, he can take whatever action he wants.
Yep.
Assuming this guy's turn is done.
It is... This guy's turn is done. Shadow, it is your go.
It's my go.
I will say that if you are down, Lavitz, you may control Model T to do whatever you wish. I'm not going to make it be like a spoken command or anything.
Oh no. That's what
Yeah.
happens. He does whatever he wants if I'm
I'm gonna
down.
Yeah.
get up. And then-
You see a very shady looking character at the top of the stairs.
Never ends. Can I move?
Yep. You do take half your movement to get up though. Stand up.
Is there anything dark in this cave?
Yes. Over by the wall where he is, it's a little bit dark.
Can I teleport to it?
Yes, you may.
Show me exactly where.
Anywhere above, anywhere in the tiles around him.
So like up here?
Yep.
Okay. So my bonus action was getting up, so I can still attack, right?
Yep. It's a free action to stand up.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I can go bop, bop. And then what does that shadow movement consist of? Is that a bonus action?
That's a bonus action. The bonus action
Okay.
is to do the shadow movement. Use 15 as the first attack. You're kind of shaken. You miss the first attack as he dodges back, and then the second one you're able to catch his ankle on the way, slashing through it as he bends down to kind of cauterize the bleeding. Iris, it's your go.
Take that.
Razzie is still
So,
technically down. This is the first
I'm
turn of
aware.
action.
I'm gonna so basically like I was running over to like heal Razzie. So
Yep.
like I go over and I cast Cure Wounds at a first level. Should I re-roll that?
You can keep the same roll from before.
Okay, it was an 8.
Razzie, you get 8 health.
And then as I see that Lavis is also go down, I go to take cover behind this rock. I put my
Mhm.
back to it and I fire a healing word at him for level 1. So I basically like I run up, I grab Razzie, and I'm like, get up! And then I get back to the rock and I just fire another healing word over it. Lavit's like, none of you are dying on me! On my watch!
Jet Wolf, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Tea time.
Tea time.
The healing word.
Hell yeah.
Mayonnaise.
Model Tea time? No, I'm just...
6 HP to
that's
you,
six.
Razzie. Oh no, 6
No,
HP.
that's two.
yeah.
That's the Lavitz.
Lavitz.
8.
You are
Okay.
6 HP more.
You're both up and moving. What I do?
Razzie, it is your go.
I want to be big goat.
You transform
That is
into
okay.
Big Go.
Yay, now I'm healthier. Okay, so what's the situation with enemy so far?
There's a dude. Kill him.
Oh, well, whoopee.
No, my blind.
Oh, I didn't give that vision. There we go, Razzie.
I was gonna say, none
think
of
that-
my wild shapes have vision.
Yeah,
You
I'll
never
correct
gave
that.
me vision.
I'll correct that after. You should have vision now.
Not yet. It is still black screen, sadly.
Okay, my new bee Sona. Sick.
There you go. Let's just say you
okay.
go.
That's fine. But yeah, what
Okay.
is the situation with the
Shadow.
enemies so far? I know Shadow's
Sha-
over there.
Shadow is behind him, doing one attack to him, and that's all that you know. Shadow seems to be behind a
Okay.
cloaked figure, a roguish figure of sorts.
Cool. I got a black screen again, but I can at least look on shadows to see.
Yeah.
But well, you do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Not enough, but I'm still gonna try.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and ram it, so I'm gonna get close to it.
Do you have vision now?
No, but
Okay.
I can probably guess it. Okay, now
so you used how much
Obviously.
movement does the goat have?
4.
You used half your movement to
40
get
is
up.
about. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say it's about 20.
It's 25
25.
feet to him, so you would only be able to get to about here.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the ram actually hits within. Let me check real fast.
Yep. I'll say Lavitz, you do your turn.
I'm sorry.
You're good. I know what happened with the thing.
I stand up very groggily, but I still have quite the clear memory of who shot me. I look back up the small hill. I ready my arms, pulling them up, start to glow, and I shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at him.
Both of those just slightly whiff of him.
Fair enough, though. And then I get out of the way. I use my bonus action and command Model T to perform some kind of action. So I'll have Model T start to go. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Perfect. So if I take this route, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He has 40 feet of movement.
Yep.
And then I do rend.
Hot.
Alright.
10 force. Okay, you hit him for 10 force. That's 25 HP to him total. Everyone is up.
We're up.
He is
Also,
going.
I am going to move up there, but like I'm not going to do
Yep.
anything because I can't.
Yep. You go up there, and he misty steps down here. Seeing as both of the healers are down here, and from what he can recognize, that both of you were the ones that went to attend to your friends. He is going to misty step down here. Make a dex save. Iris and Lavitz.
What kind of save?
Dex save.
Dex save.
Y'all are
Going for it.
You see him as Iris. You and Levitz are both kind of huddled in together to try to kind of avoid the line of sight. And as you both kind of do, you are not expecting him to move closer. He basically gets close and he kind of holds both of his hands to his chest, and fire erupts from around him.
Oh, damn.
And he basically does an AoE around him of fire as a big circle begins to appear around. And okay, only dealt 5 damage out of 3d8 of 1, a 2, and a 2.
God,
Honestly impressed.
I'm at 1 health.
DM inspiration. It is a dex save of 15 with 3d8, and he only rolled a 5 out of a potential of 24 damage. Shadow, it is your go. He has failed his assassination attempt, it seems.
Okay, make my way down there. Wop, 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 wop. We're gonna go whoop-bam, whoop-bam.
Miss and miss. And hit for 6. AC of 15.
Damn.
You slash into his back as you run up to him, you basically have your slash twice, 1 and 2, and he's just barely able to kind of dodge out the blades, but then you do one forward kick and push him forward a little bit with one of your kicks, landing a clean hit into his ribs. If you move back, he does get an attack of opportunity against you, as he has not used his reaction this turn.
That's not fair. I should be able to go like whoop-bam, then dodge back.
The hit and run.
Actually, you can use a key point to you can
No,
actually use a
it's
key
fine.
point for that.
It's fine.
I know as a key point, you can use your bonus action to basically, whatever it's called, to move out of the range. Iris, it's your go.
So I'm basically just gonna I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on him.
You do that.
I do that, and then it's a Wisdom 12 save.
Uh, 17 on that.
Yeah. So so nothing happens. I'm just gonna step in front of Lavitz, and so I guess if I can't really stand in the middle.
I understand
this, but
enough.
I'm gonna just stand in the way and just take whatever blow comes at him.
Razzie, it is your go.
Cool. I'm going to ram. I'm going to run straight for him and ram, which I'm going to roll it, 1 to see if it hits, and 2, I don't think it would count as a charge as well, but that is up to you.
Go for it.
Also.
That is along with the sneak, ram, and everything. I will say this actually does kill him. So you can describe that however you wish.
My really big horns go directly into his jugular, and I'm just going to ram up, basically lift my head up and toss him. Is that okay?
Yep.
That okay?
Hey, I just want approval. I'm just.
I
I don't care if I get
was
to describe it. I'm
really
just
You
you're like, oh, is that okay?
yeah, you knock him onto the rocks that he used to fall on top of the heads of your allies.
Good. Suffer.
You are now combatless.
So
Maybe time for
combat.
a little bit of a rest.
I concur wholeheartedly.
He is.
He
Is it
does.
safe for me to unwild shape now?
Yes. You can always unwild shape. Whether it's safe or not is up to the decision of the party.
Okay, that's fair. I can't really communicate with the party because I'm not the Fey Fox. So,
There you go.
but yeah.
Well, I mean, it looks like there's stuff for a fire right here. Maybe we can light that up and keep watch while we rest up just a little bit.
I think that's a good idea. I have
Raz-
Model T watch.
Model T, make a perception check.
I can watch as well.
I need rest.
I'll keep watch with Model T. We can't just leave him totally on his own. I mean, not that he wouldn't do his job, right? Model T,
Model T hears loud croaking coming from a little bit deeper within the cavern.
Go, Model T, go!
No, Model T, stay!
Go, Model, go!
Robots. Robots. What?
Ah!
I think I hear croaking in the distance. Must be a cute frog. I'll have him then investigate a little bit further to see what he sees.
He should have vision.
He should. He lost his
Oh.
vision for some reason.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
because I didn't update the model. I will update the model. First, give you vision, and second off, make you controllable. Do you see him?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see through him? Yeah. I just didn't update his token from the last round. You see, Model T sees a whole cage of these croaking loudly, kind of some of them jumping on top of each other, some of them kind of, they're not able to make it through the cage bars, but they all seem to be kind of croaking simultaneously around each other. As all the commotion seems to have stirred them up.
Yeah. Okay. So, seems like a cage of friends is in the distance. I feel as though they need help. Labbit ponders like what he means by that. Asking, what do you mean? Who's in a cage?
Felix.
Model T does not elaborate further as he shuts down briefly.
Lavitt's got sick of talking to himself.
No,
It's hard. It's
it's
difficult.
not easy.
No, it's a struggle, man.
I was gonna say, why do you think I didn't like that time I had to talk to y'all while you were pets? I didn't use Leaf or Bloober. I could
Yeah.
not do it.
I just love. I have an addiction to like making new characters, and so
I've
Model T
tried.
was, like,
Same, I
mostly
have
my idea, and so I'm kind of trying to play him every once in a while, but it's tough.
I've tried talking to myself through the DMing, and it is very difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is why I keep all of my like characters as drawings and never elaborate any more than that.
But yeah, I'll have Model T communicate basically what he sees, and then I'll just have him keep watch.
Shadow, you hear loud croaking in the distance as well. As you can
Okay.
kind of make out these little frog things as well.
What are those? Is that okay?
Can I go up? Is it saved?
And then the rocks fall and everyone dies.
Please no.
That is apparently a meme in the D&D community. I'm not... Apparently that is a thing.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Apparently it's how to TBK, if you're frustrated, you just say rocks fall and everyone dies.
Yes.
I feel like there's an easier way.
Yes, everything seems to be at peace as all of the leftover enemies seem to have sorted themselves out from living to non-living.
I'm gonna investigate as of like walk closer because frog.
You
and I wanna
recognize... You recognize the frogs as the flesh that was you found upstairs, and down here seems to be flesh from the frogs itself. Would you like to hug one of the frogs?
No, because I don't want to feel nauseous again. But yay, I was right. No one should doubt me. No one.
Iris, what are you doing?
I am tired, and so I'm laying down by the fire. That probably isn't lit. Hutz, do you know how to light one of these?
Let's get this going.
Yeah, please.
I'll use a random cantrip of mine to start a fire. Green flame blade. I just smack the wood with my hammer.
The fire
It
begins.
ignites.
The fire begins to engulf. Then roll a d20, by the way. Just roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
That's not a d20. Who the heck?
I'm gonna get rid of that. The fire was lit.
Oh my lord.
How do I get rid of this? Oh,
I'm putting you back.
Just
There we go.
delete-
I don't know why it was connected to him. You able to spark the fire enough as the fire begins to engulf the logs, and then the logs begin to kind of burn out a little bit. Not completely, but the fire begins to kind of fade from him as the magical fire wasn't able to hold itself that time.
Dang. Do you have any matches?
I mean, I have light.
Is it warm?
We can find out.
I
And
think-
Iris
Do I need
flickers a little light.
prestidigitation? Can't that do a little bit of warmth?
Wait, can it?
I don't know.
Can it?
Oh, I could chill, warm, or flavor up to one. I could warm things, yes.
Read it completely. There is actually. 1 second, Razzie. But yes, part of that prestidigitation says you instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small
Oh.
campfire.
Look at that.
Oh,
I
do
can
you
just
not
do that?
do you not have the full spell description?
No, I
written down?
do. I just forgot. I'm reading it now. I don't read.
It is a lot. Prestidigitation is basically you are a base level magician. I honestly think it should just come with being a sorcerer class. It is basically just you do small magic.
I light a fire
Yeah.
magically.
And what are you doing, Razzie?
Authentically.
If you couldn't light the fire, I was gonna be like, or if you could still make it warm but couldn't like make a fire, I was gonna use small illusion.
Just
Make like a visual fire.
I was gonna give you like a back rub, but like a really warm one.
Oh my lord. Thank you for the paper hat, Dusk.
Okay, so basically, I'm not going to touch the frogs, but I am going to crouch down and just look at them real fast and think. And I'm going to run back over. If I can do it with...
What are these? What are
Gay-
those?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
gay frogs.
No.
Freaking gay frogs, to be
I don't-
specifically. No.
Ah.
Actually, I need... Shadow, I need you here too, so I can talk to all of you at the same time, please.
We're going back to Model T.
Sorry.
Do I count as part of this discussion? I like to be included.
Yes, smile too.
All
Yes, you are.
right.
Yay!
I may not be
Okay.
perfect, but my friends are.
Okay, guys, I know for a fact I might be thinking too hard into this. One, there is a ton of frogs up there, which, one, I was correct. I am proud of myself. Not going to go more into that. Two, do you guys remember this? I know they mostly have nausea effects, but do y'all remember what the king told us about the birds? Like, not really. I don't remember if it was spider, or not, but still going over and noticing people on the ground because of the bioweapon. I could be very wrong, but those frogs could also be like powering something to do something probably similar.
Oh, do you think they're harvesting some kind of gland or something? I feel like they
Well,
create
considering the fact that both me and Shadow found the very carved, like skinned off, like skin of the frog, probably. But even just touching it kind of makes you feel nauseous. So it's definitely a gland, but it's also on the skin itself, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I just wonder how they are making this into a more producible thing. They must have multiple sites of farming these frogs, I suppose, like livestock.
Probably. But I mean, like, I don't know how many there are. Give me like two.
Model T's like, there can be 0 if you want.
I mean, I don't necessarily
There is
disagree with Model T
13
this
up there,
time.
and that's just a small fraction. But even just touching a piece of their skin, very little can immediately make you like want to puke.
It's too bad
So
they look cute. They're about to not exist.
we don't want to make them extinct, but yes.
I mean,
Or what if I could coat my fist with that? That'd be fun.
that's an idea.
Iris is like, don't give in to that. Don't give in to that. Please. For the love of God, we don't need him having that.
Do you want to give him what is it? Bio weapons, weapons of mass destruction? Would you like to give Model T weapons of mass destruction?
Yes.
I could finally be a bioweapon, even though I'm not alive.
Oh, no.
No. That's something I might contemplate actually for once he's in a more stable condition.
Lavitz,
I was gonna say
please,
we
don't even
definitely
entertain
need
the
for it
thought.
to be more stable, and even then,
Emphasis on more stable, yes. Not
Yes.
at this current state.
I'll get right on it.
Cautiously.
And Model T starts walking up.
No,
no.
Model T.
no.
No. All right, we will let the bioweapon kill all furries.
Furries.
Anthropomorphic animals, to be exact.
Oh my lord.
As it is, I feel as though getting rid of these could be for the best. We have no reason to keep them around, and
Sad frog
If-
noises.
if the humans were to somehow regain control of this outpost, we want them to have these creatures back. That would only help them.
Well,
Yeah.
my question
Actually,
is, though,
I
if you just
do have-
eliminate them- Go ahead, Rezi.
Well, before anything, I might be a madman, but at the same time, if I can find gloves or something, I have now alchemist stuff. We can use this against them, but also make it to where they can't have them anymore. But I don't want to kill them. I just want to make it to where they can't find it.
Well,
Because
mean-
they're still creatures and I don't want to kill them because druid and I feel wrong.
I understand. I feel bad about it too. I think that if we eliminate them all, we lose all the information from them as well. We can't
Yeah.
we can't let them exist here and continue to be used. But we can't handle them ourselves. I don't know if there's a way that we can report this. Gosh, I don't know. I don't know.
Do you
I mean, we
suppose
can write
transport them
the-
back?
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
mean,
because
like-
how are we able to do that?
Well, I mean, they seem to be in cages, maybe.
They are in one giant cage along with a few individual cages on the inside.
Okay.
I will say they will I will say they will not affect Model T, as he is made of metal.
Exactly.
Does Model T have any I don't know how to say
Compartment
this. Pockets?
like-
Compartments? That's
yeah.
a better word.
Are you about to
Right.
FNAF these frogs?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Model T does not have enough space in his chassis for that kind of beast. He could potentially handle them by potentially knocking them out, but at the same time, there's too many for him to still do that.
I mean,
Yeah,
as
because
it
there's
is-
like 13 of them.
We would have to potentially use some kind of magic or other source to put them to sleep, if that
Well-
were possible.
We do still have the outpost. I think as long as we're defending it, maybe we can just bring back a vial of one of the smaller, less versions of that.
That could be a good idea. Give that to the king. Maybe have some other.
Iris,
person
is that-
test the
Is
stuff.
that in your inventory?
Yeah, but I don't need to put the frogs to sleep. 'Cause
Oh,
that
no, I
doesn't
was-
last that long anyways.
Yeah, definitely won't last that long. And
I only wish I had another severed hand. That way I could probably pick it up.
Don't you have Trix's like exploded like corpse?
Yes.
what?
No,
You can use his hand.
no, that's the
Chop
thing
one of
though.
them
I
up and
buried
use it.
Trix out of respect, and he's
that's
actually
right,
at our
buried him.
house.
You just killed
Buried his
like
headless
you
corpse.
just killed like 8 people.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to get some hands. Give me a second.
You just killed like 8 people. I know they're not tokens on the ground anymore, but you did literally just kill like a whole outpost of people.
I'm going to get some more severed hands.
Do you say that out loud as you like pass me?
Yep.
Why?
Uh,
What are you? Why?
I'm not even
Why
sure.
not?
Okay. Well, I guess that's better than the literal biohazard. I suppose corpse hands would also still be somewhat of a biohazard. I don't know.
I mean, do you want to pick it up?
I'm
Of
fine.
course
No,
not.
you know
So
what?
like, use someone else's hands. They're already
No.
dead. Why not?
You know, maybe we just find tongs or something. Do those exist?
I mean, Model T is like an
Wait, yeah,
Animate
Model T do
tong.
it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I want to help. I mean, like, I don't want to put everything on Model T.
but that's
He
kind of
may
his
be-
purpose.
Kind
Yeah,
of. Yeah.
It may be his purpose, but if you're wanting to him to have feelings, and if he remembers that shit, we don't need that. That's going to bite us in the ass. Treat it with respect, no matter what.
Okay. Do your thing. Just please don't touch it. And if anything goes wrong, anything, just immediately shut for me. Okay? You promise?
Understood. Will do. You're a great kid, Pat Pat.
Okay. Okay. Unnecessary. But,
Waddle, waddle,
um,
waddle.
okay. I'm gonna look over at Lavitz and be like, "Hey, now that we have time, what was that thing Model T was talking about earlier, or that you were talking about earlier?"
So, I'm in a bit of a pickle. It's a little unclear what I need to do, but I am very proud of what I've done with Model T. I hope that's clear. I want to improve him. I want to make something perfect. You know, I have my own goal, but sometimes your goals don't align with what you're doing in the past. I don't know if you've heard of the group Rats, but I used to be a part of that. Emphasis
Yeah,
on
I
used
mean-
to.
I guess you're the only one I know. I guess I knew, or I guess I thought there were others, but did they just cast you out? Did they not accept your creation?
Well, funny thing, as I've said, Model T's a little unstable, and giving him praise is one of the best ways to keep him, quote unquote, stable at this current moment. He may or may not have, gone a little crazy. He killed a few high ups in there.
Oh my god.
During a demonstration, but regardless of whether it was a demonstration or not, it was a malfunction, and now they are after me. I'm in a current state of running away more so than anything. I don't know what to do,
Don't you
honestly.
understand that when you praise his behavior, he's just gonna continue?
No. The issue is, if you don't praise him, that's kind of where it starts to degrade. If you can keep him happy, he stays in a bit more docile and more malleable state. But I'm working on creating or making him into something a little bit more, obviously, I keep saying this, stable. He will forget with the successive updates, the upgrades, and the
Update him.
Exactly.
Have you updated his privacy policy lately?
Have you turned it off and turned it back on?
But at this current time, I don't have access to the necessary tools to do so. So as it is, I have to keep him happy. I know it's not ideal. It's definitely not what I want to do. I know it seems reckless, but as it is, this is keeping more people safe than just telling him, hey, that wasn't great or something, you know?
So do you want him to forget?
That's the unfortunate side of this. If I don't make him forget, then I don't think there's any way to really make him better.
But what if he makes the same mistake because he doesn't know what he did was a mistake?
Sometimes
And
that's
I-
the risk.
Hey, go ahead.
Sometimes that's the risk you take. And while I don't like that, I'll try my best to mitigate necessary objects that he's learned. I think it's important that he has learned some stuff, and he seems like he is changing. He talked about fear earlier. He ventured into the cave without any qualms, really. And so,
I guess, yeah, I mean, he's a useful asset. I'm just worried because, I mean, before
well,
you
that wasn't even me
added-
talking about him being an asset. That's not something he should really know. More so, him
I see.
questioning fear is actually quite big.
That is pretty incredible for a model that you built. So was he a war machine before you inserted this emotion mod, or did you
Levitt-
make him entirely from scratch?
Levitz looks away a little bit, trying to avert eye contact at this point. Yes, no, he was intended for more gruesome manners. He is intended to be able to infiltrate and almost be identical to that of a human for attempts at assassination. But not even just humans is the thing. He is supposed to be a killing machine, really. And I suppose he's kind of gotten there, but at this state, I don't know what I want him to be.
Well, at the end of the day, if you want him to be more, you know, if you want him to be accountable for his emotions, you have to let him be accountable for himself too, don't you think? Which I know is hard to do and is going against what I was, arguing in the first place, but right now, he's still an AI and he's still an asset, but I mean, what if he thinks for himself and it just becomes dangerous to us?
Exactly.
It's hard to give him that control when you really just don't know. But just keep it under control. That's all I care about. Don't let him hurt any of my friends. And you're my friend too, but I think you understand.
Yeah, I don't want him to hurt those on my side. I try the best I can to keep him in control. But if he were to lose that control, I'm not sure I could do much.
Well,
beyond having to destroy him.
it's something that we'll handle if we get there. But, we still need your help. And you're still my friend. And it's good to have you along. So, your motives are your own. But we all come together in dealing with the humans. And I know I can trust you. Just please don't let Model T break that trust.
Of course. And I know your caution is very well placed. I see why you worry, and I agree. So I'll do my best.
Oh, Shadow, hi.
Oh. You need to make a decision on the frogs, I think.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure that out right
Yeah, are you guys stuffing a frog in the back?
Yeah.
Razzie is currently, with Model T's help, slowly putting every single frog inside a very large backpack.
I'll be right back again.
I was gonna say, I mean, like, if I can fit all 13, I will, but if
They're
not,
gonna
that would
suffocate.
hurt. Hey, it'll be slightly unzipped. They won't suffocate. It's fine.
Slightly unzipped.
It won't be
Run up
unzipped.
and-
It'd be like,
Run up and
it'd have a latch at this time period, so I mean, like, it'd be fine.
So they're just
What are
gonna
you-
hop out.
There'd be a chance for
what are you
that.
doing, Razzie? We don't need them all.
But if I don't take them all, they'll all die.
No, it's okay. They can stay here. We can keep the outpost, but we can't let them run free either. And you can't just put them in a backpack. Is that going in our bag of holding? It better not be going in our bag of holding.
It's not going in the bag of holding. I've had a backpack since I started traveling.
And you're just gonna
it's
stuff
my
them
own
in there? What if they
backpack.
suffocate?
Wait, how did you get Model T to start helping you with this?
Wait a minute. Model T was
Model
like,
T.
I just take orders. Sometimes I don't want to take them from just you. Haha. This is fun.
You just see, you see Model T's hands completely coated in this slimy oil.
I'm gonna clean them off. It's fine. And also, I'm going to definitely use that oil for later. So if I can find some kind of fabric, if not taking it from my, not going to take it from my cape, but if I can take it from something else, and if I can find fabric, I'm going to clean him off, and he'll be fine. And then I'll basically have like chloroform, but not chloroform. So I mean, it's whatever. It's fine.
Your definition of
fine.
whatever and fine is not the same as mine. But, okay, here's the thing. I let you
That's
go and
irrelevant.
find random hands from corpses. I let you, I didn't even let you. You just touched one of the things, and so did Shadow, and you guys have to be careful, okay? I don't know if I have to be like a... I can't be the only one that's... am I crazy? I look over at Levitz, I'm like, am I crazy right now? Like, what is happening?
Well, it's a little, weird. I don't think it's totally insane. These samples could be important. Now, the stuffing of frogs, yes, that's crazy.
Frog stuffing,
Yep.
you
Now I
know?
have.
I
Yeah,
think
but now I have a
collecting some
backpack
kind of
that is
sample
covered
for-
in like nauseous oil, which is very useful in the future, and I'm going to use it, and it'll be in our benefit.
I agree that we could use some samples for further analysis, and as much as I want to study, it's like we don't need that many frogs, but again, at this point, I just have to say fine, because I'm just gonna worry no matter what. That's just who I am. Just whatever you do with the frogs, just be careful, okay?
I will be. I won't take as many, but
Okay.
I still want to take one so we can at least look more into it,
Okay.
because that way we can at least like. But I'm still taking at least the one. I'm going to fix the lock and keep the other 12 here.
I can respect
That way, at
but-
least it's an even
would-
number and not unlucky 13.
Do you want to leave exactly 6?
No, I'm
Six
just.
frogs.
Actually,
will
I'm gonna
say,
take two
these-
just because.
I will say these frogs are about the size, since you did kind of technically ask. These frogs are about the size of a small rat in real life. They're about the size
So
of a small
yeah,
rat.
they would fit. All of them would fit in the backpack.
If you'd like to do that, you may. I do not stop this.
I'm not going to, because since also it's not like a backpack that we know. It's more probably has a latch and the sides aren't covered, so them hopping out is a likely. So filling it all the way would be a bad idea. But I'm at least taking 2 or 3, because that way it won't be an uneven number and it won't be 13 of them. So that makes me feel better.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
I'll be ready to, you know,
I'll
carry
make
poisons
sure
you
to-
guys randomly just decide to develop. Just keep that bag away from me, and it's fine.
Iris, I wasn't going to put it anywhere near you.
Good. And don't even put it in the bag of holding. Don't even think about it ever.
I wasn't going to.
Good.
It
In
was
fact,
going
give
to.
me the bag of holding. Give it to me. Come here.
Oh,
I'm taking it.
okay.
You can have it
I
back
always
when
feel
the
like
poison
put
frogs
things
are
in
no
it.
longer anywhere near it. I don't want them climbing into all of our
Wait,
stuff.
Iris, did you just take the backpack from Razzie?
Yeah.
He can because I haven't touched anything. I've just touched the silver key.
You have put a frog inside. You have put a few frogs in that backpack at this point.
No, not
Yeah,
the
but
backpack.
Mal,
the
he
bag of
has.
holding.
Oh, okay. So he has a separate backpack. This is not the backpack that Razzie was holding with the frogs in it, right?
Yeah, the backpack that I have is just frogs.
I'm
What
just
he's
taking,
taking is the
the
bag of holding,
that we've
which
been
is
putting our
completely
stuff
different.
in.
Oh,
Which I'm separating from the poison frogs.
Everyone-
Very specifically.
Everyone would have had an original backpack from their journey. It's just all the backpacks went in the bag of holding along with everything else. So you could separate that. You should have at least like 5 or 6 backpacks.
And I'm just trying to separate the bag of holding from poisonous frogs. That is all I'm
Which
doing.
is fine, and I understand that.
Yeah.
There is a vial of something in there, which I don't know what it is, but I did make sure it is sealed before I put it in there.
Iris checks to make sure it's actually sealed.
A little bit of fumes, escape the vial, but it's only a medieval.
I mean, there's
so-
also poison stuff in there. There's also other stuff that's usually mine because I kind of just put stuff in there.
Hey, you know what?
So
Hold
be
on. The bag of
cautious
holding
putting
anymore.
your
Just take it
hand.
back. Just take it back.
Okay.
I really thought I needed to be responsible of it, but now I'm just digging myself into a deeper hole and a bigger mess. Just take it. Just take the fucking bag.
I'm sorry, Iris.
No,
I don't want to
fine.
disappoint you.
Fine. No, don't. Do not live for my disappointment. Do what you want to do. I am just here to make sure that you guys are fine. And the more I think about what's going on, the more I'm gonna worry. That's just who I am. You don't need that to reflect. I don't need to.
Well, think about
I'm
it this
gonna-
way. When we eventually get home, you can, have all the pets, or at least fur it, just as, a kind of comfort thing. Sort of like a cuddle buddy, so
That's
that
so
you
nice.
won't have to think about stuff. I'll even send over Leaf and Bloober. They're very, even though they're tiny and
Well,
one of
let's-
them's an
let's
avocado,
get there
basically,
first.
but...
Let's get there first. Let's deal with this problem, and then we will get there, and then we can relax. But right now is not the time to relax.
Yeah, but you also shouldn't stress yourself out, because if you stress
Not
yourself
Tell
out,
me
then you're
not
going
to
to make
stress myself
mistakes.
out. Razzie,
I'm just having fun with you. You're fine, and I won't do anything wrong.
you're right. You're right.
Do
This
you
is
trust
so
me?
fun. This is so fun. These poisonous frogs. I'm having the life right now. I
I'm-
trust you,
Iris.
though, Razzie. Just be careful,
Okay,
please.
I will. I'm getting better at stuff. Just, it's okay, and I'm still trying to also protect y'all. I'm just a bit more risky about it. I'm sorry.
Fine.
As for you, Limit Lavis, let me say, the alchemical supplies in here seem to be of much higher quality. The ones out there seem to be more of a general use. In here, you see much more specified alchemical supplies. The beakers themselves have basically more markings. There seems to be different sizes. There seems to be an alchemic or alchemic. I cannot remember the word right now, but it's that big bubbly thing. Yeah, so there seems to be all the equipment in here seems to basically be of much finer quality, and some of it seems to be used. Like some of the vials still have some liquid in them that you are unsure of. There's a few bits that seem to be over a burner. In general, this seems like a expensive alchemical setup.
Okay. And there's no documentation or anything.
You do see a piece of paper with a bunch of values and markers on it, but you are unfamiliar with what they would be.
Okay.
As it just seems to say things like L, and then a bunch of numbers below it, and then R, and a bunch of numbers below it, and you aren't.
Get elevation by a frog.
Just a bunch it seems to be in a language that is foreign to you.
Okay.
But I will say I will give you undescribable medical papers.
Okay. Hey guys, there's some papers here that I personally can't read, but I feel like these might be of use. I think it'd be a good idea to take these back with us.
L plus frog equals ratio.
I'll swim back.
Welcome.
What's our
Uh,
decision?
yeah, go ahead, Dylan. Go with the frogs. Tell Shadow about the frogs.
Well, I only took one frog instead of the probably 6 that I was going to. Never touch this backpack, because I like pat the outside of it. Never touch this backpack. Ever. Even though it's mine anyways, but there is frog in it that now has nauseous oil of like coating the inside, so be cautious of this. But basically, I'm taking a frog to not do test, but to figure out at least a little bit more about it, and that way we can also, if I can, go to the pet shop eventually, whenever we get home, if I'm able to find a like terrarium or like a glass thing, or even just making it because I can. I'm going to like kind of trap it without trapping it, but making it to where it won't like affect us and we don't have to worry. And I want to show the king also, if we have the ability to do that before we deal with everything else. But I would like to try and do stuff if I can also get gloves for my pod hands, but we'll
Right.
worry about that. Iris isn't happy with me though, but
How many
he at
frogs
least
do you
trusts me.
have? Remind me again, how many frogs do you have?
I was gonna take more, but I just decided to take one.
Is it male or female?
Oh.
Since it's a frog, I want to say female because
What does that mean? What a connection! Frogs can come in 2 genders.
You asked
Razzie.
what gender? Like what?
Too
What sex it
sexist.
was?
no, it has
Frogs can come
Oh,
in more than 1 genders, Razzie.
no. I know.
I'm so confused.
I'm confused too.
I'm sorry, my non-binary ass don't fucking know that shit. Leave me the fuck alone. But no,
Literally just went like, "Hey, what like sex is it?" And then Razzie was like, because it's a frog." You're like, "Why does that matter?"
Roll a d20, Razzie. Tell me high
Why
or
does it
low.
matter? Why does any of this matter?
It does matter if it's a male or female.
Okay.
Roll a d20. Tell me high or low first.
I'm gonna say low because I'm gonna roll high again like I did last.
Roll a d20.
You said D20, right?
Yep, roll a d20.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, no, that's high. Fuck.
The frog is a gender that you are unsure of, yet as you do not know the anatomy of frogs. It is
Well-
the frog is of an unknown gender.
Honestly, if it was a ferret, I would have said male because they're actually less hostile. That's why I was asking. It's like I don't know what frogs are.
You may put a frog of unknown gender into your backpack.
Awesome.
And what is the other 12 frogs doing?
We're not controlling them. I don't know.
What are
For
you
now-
doing with the other 12 frogs?
For
I'm watching
now,
them ribbit.
Forg. Forg.
for
Why don't we go Forg?
Is it Ford?
They
Is it Forg?
glorp glorp. Glorp glorp glorp.
at least my plan is to keep it here, but I do want to see if the most trustworthy otter would like make sure like nothing gets down here. But I mean, like we're probably going to stay here for a little bit anyways. But for
Would you
now,
like-
it's best to keep them here.
Any of you may return to the surface at any time.
I think we should return to the surface.
What are we doing with the rest of the frogs?
Honestly, I want to put them back in like the wild, but the issue is that I
Release
don't
the
think
frogs.
that's a good idea.
Let them stay in the fucking cage.
Release. Yeah, they're just gonna have caged frogs.
Yeah.
Do you have any animal
Actually,
feed?
yeah, if we release them and make sure everyone is like already up there except for one of us, they could just roam down here. They
Wait.
could die eventually.
Wait. Zerda, do they have animal feed just laying around for these? They better, because, like, we...
Yes, they do.
Oh, okay. We'll just dump a bunch of it into the cage.
You
Oh,
release
this
the
water
you release the flies into the cage, and all the flies flutter immediately away from the.
Well, if they were flies, we would have done that. Like,
I know, I'm joking. Release the flies.
you called it animal feed. Like what? What?
I have to.
Yeah, there's general feed for different animals.
Yeah, but like I don't know, animal feed.
I'm
is like a
joking.
weird way to describe flies.
I mean, that's what they are. Animal
I
feed. You know?
guess. I mean, anything's animal feed if you try hard enough.
You know, pigs.
Chop it up into bits.
You know, pigs can eat bacon. It's still animal feed. You know.
I guess. Yeah.
Pigs can also eat bodies.
My cat can eat plastic. I guess that's animal feed.
I have to look up. I need to look up frog food. I wonder if there actually is like.
It's like insects.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, but
if
like.
we ever do run into pigs, I am going to buy one, just for my own personal reasons.
Apparently, freeze-dried river shrimp is considered a frog food.
Sounds so bougie.
Yeah, I will say, they seem to have enough food for. You would imagine, based off just the size alone, you'd imagine enough feed to last at least a week or two.
Well, that gives us time, though, to figure out what to do with them. Though I would like to put them back in their original habitat, wherever the fuck that is.
They're only, bioweapons. It's okay to release them to the wild. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean,
That's up to
get
y'all.
rid of all the humans. I'm just saying they won't be going after it anymore.
I mean,
This has become become a free the frog campaign.
do not free the frogs, please. Because then they're just gonna go rampant, and they can end up anywhere.
Well, the thing is that we also can't come back down or anything.
Well, I can easily put the lock back. There was a lock, so all I do is lockpick it. I mean, I kind of just closed the cage. I mean,
Sad frog
we can
noises.
just leave him here, I guess. Quit making me upset.
Sad croaking noises.
Be sad all you want, but you're murdering us, so get out of here. I don't
Oh my
care.
They're not
Feel
murdering
your
us.
feelings.
They
They would if
haven't
they could.
They haven't proved that. They just proved that they make us want to puke. That's all they've proven so
in
far.
small doses, yes. That was
Like I
from
said,
just
so far
touching
we
it.
have no other
If
proof.
anything can make you violently ill just by touching it, it's probably not good.
Yeah, and it's usually a frog. I don't understand why. It's always a fucking frog.
How many other frog campaigns are there?
None. I'm talking about real life
Yeah,
shit.
I also
Frogs are
gotta go
fucking-
soon.
Oh, I know. This
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry.
No, we're good. I was expecting the campaign to go in other directions, but I'm happy it went this one. I didn't expect the frogs to
You're
be such
expecting to
a.
go in different directions? I'm so
Are you
curious.
happy
as to what.
because that's
I wasn't
I
expecting.
can work with this, or happy as if you went the way I didn't expect a great way.
I wasn't expecting the Free the Frogs hour session, but I like it. I wasn't expecting the hour-long Free the Frogs.
Well, you also have a druid who cares about nature, who works underneath Baphomet. So I mean,
Send the
I'm just saying.
send the frogs to hell. That'll.
I'd rather ask Baphomet for permission to do that. I don't want to just be like, "Hey, here you go, buddy. Thanks for the spore info," and then leave. I don't want to be like that.
Yep. You are taking care of life as much as you are death. You're the balance. You
Yeah,
have
and also
you have
chaotic
killed
now.
you've killed 13 people today, and you're saving 13 frogs' lives. That's a good balance. That's
And I even got more
equivalent.
severed hands,
That's
which
equivalent
are now severed
exchange.
tongues.
A real win.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's the end. I'm just really curious. Yep, we are good.
I don't know why I've been so chaotic this session. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
good.
I don't know what happened.
No, this is good. I like this. I'm really surprised by this. Lavis, how do you feel?
Overall?
Yeah.
Or... Good. good. You know, just saving frogs, making sure the outpost is safe. It's a good idea. It's revealed potential stuff about their operations.
Yep. You have frogs of unknown bioweapon potential.
Right. Saber is chaos. Exactly. Oh.
I will say we'll start the next session with you above ground after already explaining everything that happened underneath to the generals and the otters.
And Dusty.
Yep. Dusty is he is really holding on that rope. Dusty is really holding on to that rope. I will say he has 30 points of healing that you all can divvy out however you see fit.
Alright. That sounds like another problem for another time.
Yep.
We should probably do that next.
Or Wizard.
What?
I mean, I would assume we would probably take a little bit of a rest at some point.
Yeah, like we could also probably
After-
short rest.
Storming
we have
the
that
entire
ability?
place.
I will say
That's the question. Will we have that ability?
short rest is 100% of potential because the way I have it set up, short rest is 100% of potential. Everyone has. I'll just say if you expend all of your hit dice, you can go to full HP. I'll say that just because I'm not going to deal with like 5 people rolling like 6 different times each.
Yeah.
Froggy, where are you?
What are we doing?
If you expend all of your hit dice, you can go to full HP.
What's a hit dice?
Hit dice is basically whenever you rest, you can basically use a hit dice, which is whatever. Like if you have a 1d8 to like whenever you level up and you get 1d8 hit points, that's a hit dice. You get basically up to your level, so you would do like 6 1d8s in a row for you personally to see how much HP you gain. But just to make it simple, I can say if you expend all of them, you will go to full HP. 27, 28, and then it's also like plus con mod too, which is like 4 each, so that's also with like plus 24.
Yes.
Hit dice are supposed to make you go full HP if you like expend all of them.
Okay.
Does anyone else do that, or do you only want to expend a certain amount?
I mean, I'll probably deal with it next session.
Yeah.
I gotta go for now.
Yep. Everyone is good to go. We are good to go. Shadow needs to wrap up his stream. Shadow Knight can raid out to someone of Shadow's choosing.
Yep. Thank you again for the game. And bye, friends.
See ya.
Later.
Do you want to do an outro first, or do you just want to raid out, Shadow? I don't know how much time you have.
Joel the Sphinx, thank you for the follow. No outro, just bye. No, it's king. You must know what happens with the frogs.
Tune in next week to see what happens with the frogs.
The
That
frogs
may or may
coated
not.
in bio-organic things that can potentially kill
What
us.
you mean? It's more of what happens with that backpack.
And the frog that may or may not be pregnant because they are of an unknown gender.
Woofawoo Anthology. Well, we could raid out to
Ziv the
take a look at
Kobold
who's-
is Call and Ziv the Kobold. Dino.
Okay, let me take a look at everybody that's streaming right now. We got Xeno, 5 hours. I feel like he's gonna end soon. Kona just started an hour ago. Carl's 8 hours in, but he usually does like long streams, but I do think that he's probably wrapping up soon. And then we also have Kip.
I do not follow Kip or Kona, so I would have to get to type out their names.
Well, do you want to do Kona? Because he's got less viewers.
What is his? Is it just KO? Like
It's KONABURD. One word. Kona Bird. Here, I'll type it out in my chat. Alright, can you stop the music for 2 seconds?
Yep.
trying to think. No, it's king. No,
Can't think the music's so loud.
I can't think of music. Music. The frogs
we
are
go.
making too much music. No, just kidding. I hope you guys enjoyed this session of D&D. It was a lot of interesting encounters. It was probably one of the more, with the exception of the last campaign, or the last week's battle. It was probably one of the more battle-inclined D&D sessions we've had in a while. We figured out they're using frogs for bioweapons. We luckily got away with just being sick and not fucking dying from it. Because Razzie failed to tell us that there was something that could potentially poison us. No, I was kidding.
I'm
But,
sorry, I didn't know there was going to be more.
No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, we'll be back next Saturday, as always. Next Saturday will be more D&D. It's every Saturday, unless somebody has it off or too many people are taking it off. Tomorrow, I'll be doing my fursuit stream. I don't know what I'll be streaming, but I will be in fursuit and on camera. So you guys will be able to boop the snoot. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, the snoot of Booper.
So it'll be fursuit stream. I'll figure something out fun and simple for me to play. That way it can be like just easy going. Maybe I'll do like Fall Guys or I don't know, something simple. That way I don't have to be too involved. It's just gonna be a lighthearted stream. I'm most likely taking Tuesday off because I'm prepping stuff for Thanksgiving and I've been being lazy and not unpacking stuff for my house. So yeah. So
Wait,
Tuesday I'll probably
Thanksgiving's
take it off.
next week.
Also, I
is.
just raided out to Kona.